All the good girls you take out for dinner, but all the bad girls you take out for liquor. All the good girls, they don't pull the trigger, but all the bad girls, they pull it much quicker. It's never too late to get down and party, switching from good to bad, cause you're not a feeling inside, oh inside your body. Let it come out with shots of Bacardi. Let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they act like beginners. All the bad girls, they know that they're sinners. All the good girls are really good kissers. All the bad girls are really good strippers. Baby, don't slow it down, let's keep going. I think that you and I should lose clothing. I think that all good girls just need coaching. So let me show you how, let's get on it. Let your body go. We'll take it nice and slow. Just let your mind be free and come in close. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. All the good girls, they the bad girls, they oh, the good girls, they the bad girls, they She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. I can feel the butterflies multiply every time I meet your eyes. Amplify deep inside once I feel your skin on mine. Though I try, I can't hide all the ways I feel inside. You're everything I want in life. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Got a body and she naughty, never want her off me. Hot like wasabi, hot like some coffee. We drink like a hobby, like to get sloppy. We ain't never stopping. I just wanna drink with this girl all day. I don't wanna think, I just want to play. Keep me underneath the sheets while we sleep all day. I just wanna feed everything I crave. I recall the first day that I met you. How could I forget you? No, I don't regret you. Hope I don't upset you. I miss laying in bed too. Your head up on my chest, you were never second best, boo. Sipping on some liquor, we remember all the good times. Live a little quicker, thinking bigger, wish we could climb. Look up in the mirror, seeing clear for our first time. Just a couple sinners, man, I wish I could reverse time. Yeah, we fake it till we make it, or we break it off and hate it. Getting faded, getting naked, every time I feel impatient. And sometimes I can't escape it, I just wanna feel you shaping. Like my dreams, I can't sit back, I have to chase them. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. She just wants to flirt, so I flirt right back. I just put in work, yeah, I work like that. Got me falling and it hurts, yeah, it hurts so bad. All in and it's worth everything I have. Like J. Cole, it's my first time. Goddamn, man, she's so fine. She got a body and a sharp mind. Not a nine, she a straight dime. Short skirt and some hot socks. She finished up.
Well, hello. Oh my God, that's loud, dude. Okay, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Hi, everybody. My name is Kyle. Oh, words. Words are important.
You don't know words.
I don't know words, and this is terrible because this
And there's
is
going to be a
game.
lot of hard to pronounce words today.
All right, everybody. So if you may have noticed, things are a wee bit different, and we got some new people. And basically, we decided, why not? Let's just go ahead and do the full D&D thing. I mean, Tommy actually had the time to actually do this. By the way, thank you very much for doing this. I mean, you've tolerated a lot of stupidity. I'm going to have to ask that you tolerate a lot more.
I just want to say we're sorry ahead of time.
Yeah. Can you bring me down just a hair for a few minutes?
Just a hair. All right.
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hi. Thank you for joining us.
Went.
Thank you for joining us. James is late as always. Yeah, we're going to be playing D&D House Rules, I believe is how you pronounced it, correct?
There's quite a few home rules that we use. This is based off the 5th edition version of the game.
Okay.
It's the newest version. There are a lot of optional rules in the book, and we'll go over those if they come around.
Definitely something we may have to kind of touch upon, but let me get out of this intro. First off, if you are new here, please do us a favor and click that subscribe button, and if you'd like to catch up with us maybe in the future, make sure you hit that bell notification, as well as leave a comment down below. We would absolutely love to hear from you guys. Maybe you got some crazy ideas, some more games like this that maybe we can play in the future. We'd love to do that as well. Other than that, if you really are new here and you are wearing headphones, please go like this. Hello, everybody. My name is Kyle the Irishman Morrow, and welcome to JAKLive on audio,
Alex, Batman, Gregory.
on video.
It's a dual thing today. James Papa Fozzie Leach and
Big boy.
We got Big Boy over here, and then we have Chelsea, which is Tommy's wife. She'll be joining our rating party on this one. Whoa, what is that? Okay.
not bad.
And then we have our DM here, which is Tommy, and Tommy is going to be basically carrying the show today. So for once in my life of doing the show, I don't have to do much.
I was told that you have a superstition on the show,
We do.
that I'm supposed to wear a hat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I have a hat today.
Really?
Really?
Bring it out.
Can we see that? Ah. So definitely comment down below and tell us what you think of Tommy's hat. We'd love to hear from you guys about that. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I think we need to introduce ourselves as characters.
Yes. Go around the table, introduce yourselves as your characters. We're going to go off the assumption that everybody is already the party knows each other. So let's just start there with James.
My name Crank.
What are you, Crank?
I'm a night elf mohawk.
Crank is a. Go ahead.
I'm an
orc.
Full-blooded orc.
Full-blooded orc.
double on my mama's side.
Alex?
Vizard. The Tiefling? Tiefling.
The tiefling.
Tiefling. Like I said, a lot of words.
You got some peepers?
Yes, sir.
Deep.
The Divine Soul Warlock. The patron of the Celestial.
I am. I guess I'm next.
Yep.
Keegan, soldier. I'm a fighter. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm half wood elf, half human, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean,
And I'm Claudia, the changeling assassin rogue.
So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in, guys.
that's the plan.
This story starts quite a lot like many other D&D stories.
Bunch of virgins in a basement.
Gary Gygax was a hero. You should be ashamed. It starts in a bar.
Oh dear
Lots
Lord!
of
Isn't that
stories that
y'all's
start with a bar.
original introduction
Yeah.
story?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
This bar is known as the Rusted Flagon, in the center of a metropolitan area known as Holtwick. Holtwick is known for its high walls, rich merchants, and armed security. It's hard to walk past any corner of the street without seeing a rifle on someone's back and a pistol in their side. Holtwick was, in this world, one of the...
When did we step into the Wild West?
Wild West.
Do they really have guns in D&D? Like, I didn't know that. That's like a...
The core rulebook does have options for guns.
Okay, so you did add them.
There are options for guns in D&D. However, it's typically for a more futuristic setting. This is toned back to Black Powder Age.
Gotcha. Moving forward.
Like a dystopian.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mostly black powder. It's
Okay.
nothing
So it's
like
not
cartridge. It's no cartridges rounds. Nothing pre-made.
So it's not like 20th century.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
It's more or less all black powder. The guards here are split into two factions. You have the scopes and the cloaks. You have marksmen and artillery mages that patrol the street enforcing the laws of the count.
Okay.
You find yourself in a humble little bar known as the Rusted Flagon. There are 3 owners of the Rusted Flagon. There are triplet high elf sisters, Lacey, Stacy, and Tracy, who
Okay.
I'm liking this.
as you're all sitting there at the bar, they speak to you in this discordant voice of matching tones, like those when twins speak at the exact same time. That strange thing.
Yeah.
Hello. How can I help you? We would just love to pour you a drink or get you something to eat. Is there something in particular that you need, sir?
I'm fine.
You look like you could have some steak or potatoes or lamb.
Yeah, all of that.
It's like, absolutely. After the work you did with the Duke last week, we certainly can take care of you here at the Rusted Flagon. And she snaps her fingers and the cook comes out, this little squat gnome man with a big old pot, starts waddling along the counter, and he's just pouring bowls in from this big old pot.
Bum, 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 bum.
So Drumbob said he's got 4 1 by 1 by 1 steel D6s that work out. He'll donate for gameplay.
Wait, speak up. Who said that?
Drumlife.
JAKLive.
Matt,
Matt.
What's up, Matt?
long time no see, dude.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
So, as you're all sitting there enjoying some pretty decent beef stew, this isn't the highest club in Holtwick. There are some other places that you could go, but some of them are currently under construction and no longer available for the time being.
Damn highways are always blocked up.
I know, right? Must be Alabama.
So you're all sitting there enjoying some relatively decent beef stew, some honeyed ale.
Ooh.
There's some hardtack biscuits that, they're food.
I've actually eaten
Hey, wait, Jamie, did we make
not
some?
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I still have those.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh,
They're
dear
still
God.
edible.
Huh?
They're still edible, I'm sure. Well,
I should bring them one day. With
yeah.
one.
That honey ale sounds really good, though.
So you're all sitting around, and you hear somebody on the far corner of the room pick up a lute and start strumming along, playing a nice melody. holding their hat out, panning around for coins. You've heard better. This guy looks like he picked up the loot yesterday, but he's doing his best to make his way in life. Then you hear something else. The sound of breaking glass. And dozens of, over there! It's a human! As
What the hell?
as the windows burst in and these 4-foot tall, green-skinned, bug-eyed, knife-eared goblins burst through the windows and start unloading crossbow bolts at all the people in the tavern. For the first roll of the night, I need initiative. I need everyone to roll a d20 and add their dexterity modifiers, please.
Making sure I have the right one.
Ouch.
And you said dexterity?
Add your dexterity modifier, the plus, not the bone, not the score.
A 6 or 9.
The dot is at the bottom, it's a 6.
So I got an 8.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay, between you two, who has the higher dexterity score?
I have +2.
+1.
Okay, so Crank is going before him. What was yours?
I have a 21 according to this.
Okay.
21.
22. What's the between you two who has the higher dexterity?
I have a 16.
That's a +3. She goes
Yeah.
before you. So currently, it is Claudia. What was your character's name?
Keegan.
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 Mm-hmm.
Means little fan.
Yep.
Crank.
Crank.
And your character's name?
Vizard.
How's that spelled?
Well, if I know, I just said it. Visard.
Okay, got it. So I'm going to roll for the horde of goblins that has just burst in to this awfully quiet little bar.
Who dared disturb my drink?
Goblins. Goblins, Keegan.
My food.
So, Claudia, you were ready for this. It's never an easy day in Holtwick. You whip around right as they come through the windows. What are you doing?
I would like stealth.
You want to stealth? Give me a dexterity check. Stealth check, please.
12.
12? You feel pretty hidden. I'm going to see if they notice you. That is a natural 5. For the purposes of this, you feel pretty stealthy. Okay, what else would you like to do? You are currently hidden.
Woodall said, what up, ladies?
I'm going.
Regina
How far are they
Woodall
away from me?
said, what up?
They have just burst into the windows. The windows, there are, if you have a square room, there are windows on the right side, about 30 feet away and about 15 feet away. So you have currently 4 goblins in the come through the first window and 4 on the other. So there are 4 goblins within 15 feet of you and 4 within 30 feet. That sounded like glass.
Where did that fall from?
What was that?
Chelsea,
What
you
was a
didn't,
light bulb?
Chelsea, you didn't wear a hat.
There's our breaking glass sound.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be Chelsea.
No, it was that light bulb I set in the windowsill.
Yeah.
It rolled.
All right, so 4 goblins within 30 feet of you, 4 goblins within 15. What would you like to do? All right, you're gonna roll with what weapon?
Longbow.
Longbow. You pull your longbow out. Make me an attack roll, please.
17.
17. That poor goblin never saw it coming. Go ahead and roll damage.
$15 damage.
Remind me, are you high enough level for assassinate?
Yes.
This creature has not gone a turn in combat. Did you multiply that?
No.
Okay, so go ahead. This creature has not gone in combat, so you can use your assassinate feature. Go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So 15 times 2.
15 times 2 is 30. Right through the face. Done. Gone. You have a bonus. You use your bonus action to stealth. You have your movement left. Is there anywhere you would like to move? You are no longer hiding because you use your action.
Back behind the bar.
Back behind the bar. Okay. Keegan, you watch as as Claudia just whips around with preternatural senses and snipes a goblin right in the face. You look back and you're ready. What are you doing?
Guess I'll grab my bow as well.
Are you gonna grab your bow and knock an arrow?
Sure.
Are you going for the group of 4 at 30 feet or one of the ones within 15 feet? Either way, you're within competent range of your bow.
You know what? I'll go for the 4. Start weakening that side.
All right, go ahead. Give me an attack roll,
Alright,
please.
man.
D20 plus your dexterity and proficiency. What's the 20 say?
All right, the 20 says 11.
Okay, so your proficiency bonus at this level is plus 3, so it's a 14. What is your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity bonus is plus 3.
So you have a 17 total. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage, which is for you, because we forgot to do this. I believe.
Is it a longbow? It's a D8.
Yeah, it's a D8. It's a longbow. Go ahead and roll 1D8. It's the double pyramid.
Double pyramid.
2. Add your proficiency modifier, which I believe. No, I'm sorry, not proficiency. Your dexterity modifier.
My dexterity modifier would be 3.
So
5.
So 5. Let it go. This little thing has a arrow right through its chest, but it's looking at you. Okay, Keegan, you have extra attack. Would you like to fire again?
You know what? Let's go for a second one.
All right, go ahead.
Got a 19.
Are you choosing the same goblin or a different one?
Same goblins, finish the guy off.
All right.
Why not?
What was the total roll?
I got a 19 plus the 3, so 21.
So a 19 on the die.
Yep.
Okay, so that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll a D8, please, and add your dexterity.
Dexterity, that would be a 5 again.
And just like right through the skull, and he gets pinned to the wall. These poor things have picked the wrong bar. All right, you have a bonus action. Is there anything you would like to do as a bonus action? Any small action?
How close are they?
You have 3 within 15 feet and 3 within 30 feet.
I'll stand where I stay.
Okay, you're gonna stay where you are.
So Kyle, Regina wants to know if your character is drunk.
No, not yet, sadly. I wish I was.
Yeah, not a chance yet.
I was going to buy a beer, and it didn't work out.
All right, well, after Keegan, it's the goblin's turn.
Oh, God.
And the first thing that happens is 2 more goblins jump through the windows on opposite sides to fill the ranks of the ones that went down. There are now back to 4 in each area. And they're going to take some vengeance. Let's see. They are not particularly care of who's in the way, so half of them are going to fire on innocent bystanders, and half of them are going to split their attacks between the only 2 who assaulted them. So there are 8 attacks, and I will see. Let me get my app here because that's a lot of d20s.
He's like,
There it is.
So is the bar laid out like R&B was in the way you're picturing it? Because we did have those huge windows.
Ooh.
Kinda.
3 of the goblins on the north side of the building draw. Pew, pew. Town person down, town person down, town person down. The last one managed to duck right at the last second. Ouch. You've got bodies.
loot!
And then between you 2, what is your armor class?
Heavy.
It's on your sheet under armor classes at the top by the little shield. In the little shield.
Yeah, it was 19.
19. You're fine. These little goblins rolled a 10, a 7, and 2 2s. Pew! Bounce, bounce, bounce off of both of you. Nothing. Can't
handle me.
They're not liking this. They were expecting unarmored individuals. They weren't expecting fighters. They're going to spend their bonus action, and one of these crotchety little old goblins comes with a staff and reaches at its belt and tosses a bottle of alchemy fire. And it splatters in this blue flame across the floor, and the building starts going up. All right, Crank.
Crank!
People have upset your drink. What are you doing?
I aim to kill. No.
What am I doing? I'm pissed off.
So you would like to rage?
I wanna, yeah. How many little of these little shits we got left?
There are 8.
8?
Would you like to frenzied rage? How pissed off are you?
Oh, frenzy rage, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
frenzy rage.
So you're going to go into a frenzied rage and start hacking into goblins. So I need you to, you're going to use your bonus action to do a frenzied rage.
Okay.
And then that allows you your next following turns to use your bonus action to make another attack. So right now you can only make 2 attacks per turn. Next time you'll be able to make 3.
Okay.
All right, so are you going for the group of 4 that's within 15 feet or the group of 4 that's within 30 feet?
The closest one, 15 feet.
So you dash over there with your hulking orc self, nice 7 foot tall, almost pushing close to 8, and you take your
Manly man.
Your manly man. What's your weapon?
Hammer axe. Hammer axe.
Hammer axe.
Yeah.
Blunt on one side, blade on the other, and you start going to town. Make me an attack roll. Would you like to use your reckless attack? Is that a 1?
No.
That was a 1.
You trip. You fall. No.
I tripped and fell on my own blade and castrated myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first one of the night. You're just blind with rage, and you go to smash, and the little guy it gets out of the way, and the axe comes down right beside it.
Okay.
Make another attack.
3.
What's your total?
How much of this ale have I had?
Apparently a lot. Add your strength.
I think we found our drunk one.
Strength is +8.
Nope, not here.
Oh.
Use your score here.
Okay.
So strength.
Ron said,
5.
checking in.
So
Y'all have
plus
fun
5. So
storming
what's
the
plus 5 to
castle.
that?
Wait, say that again. I can barely hear you.
So
28.
28 and add your
Ron
proficiency.
said,
Wait,
hey guys,
no.
just checking
5
in. Have
plus
fun
this, plus
storming the castle.
Okay.
Always, Ron. We
So
appreciate you,
5,
buddy.
6, 7,
Yeah,
8,
thanks, man.
9, 10, 11.
11. You go for the next goblin and dashes out of the way again. These guys are quick and slippery, and it just only makes
And I am
you madder.
apparently really drunk.
Apparently you have.
Conk smash!
All right. After that, Vizard, what would you like to do?
That was terrible.
Let
You.
me give him
You.
taste of the Elder Blast.
You're gonna
Rotate.
cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
All right. Are you gonna go for the group of 4 at 30 feet away, or the group of 4 at 15 feet away?
Let me give the 15 feeters.
15 feet. Give me an attack roll. You can only cast 1 spell per turn, given some other extenuating circumstances. But in this case, if you also have a bonus action spell, which we haven't had time to go over, you could cast that as well. But for right now, let's just go with Eldritch Blast. Roll me an attack roll, please.
12.
Add your bonus from Charisma and your proficiency, please.
Let's see. Charisma +5.
Okay.
And you
17.
said which one?
17 and proficiency bonus at the top is 3. So an unnatural 20. A 20 total. That hits. Roll, I believe at your level, 2d10s. It's the, this one. 5-sided double pyramid.
I think he's only got one.
That's a d8.
Yeah.
I think
You
he's
can just
only-
roll it twice. Right there, by your page, the closest one, right there. Yep.
Oh, that one.
Yep. Roll it twice.
2. 0.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Oh.
So 12. No, you cast Eldritch Blast. You hold your hand out.
You've gotten used to doing
I've
that?
gotten used to it. You hold your hand out and you strain, and this splash of green-blue energy strikes the goblin and just slams against the wall, and his little goes kung pao, and there's a little hole in his chest. Done. 3 goblins 15 feet away, 4 30 feet away. After that, we come back to the start of the initiative. Claudia, what would you like to do?
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Shoot him. Give me a hit.
Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him! Shoot him!
Kill it, kill it, kill it.
14.
14. That definitely hit. What? Let me double check. I'm pretty certain that hits. Yes,
Alex,
absolutely.
set
No,
up for that level
I'm
of
sorry.
strength.
Goblins have an AC of 15. I apologize. So that is a miss.
So now we know.
Now you don't know, but you know.
Bonus action stealth.
Bonus action stealth. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Those die is just.
They are heavy metal dice.
19.
19 total. Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. These have all.
Stealth.
You are stealth, so you get sneak attack. However, you do not get assassinate because all of these have acted in combat.
I've already attacked.
Oh, that was your stealth. Okay. So what roll was your stealth, and are you attacking?
I attacked the first one.
Okay. What was your roll for?
19
Oh, so you
is-
missed for. That's right. Okay. And
is
you're
stealth.
19 stealth.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to see. That is a 16 total. Let me check their stats. No. Gone with the wind, like a shadow. What else? Is that it? That's it for you? Claudia sneaks into the... And she's gone. Like a whisper. Like catching smoke with your fingers. Gone. After that, Keegan, what are you doing?
How many do we have? We have
Back to...
4 and 3.
4 at 30, 3 at 15.
Tyler said this is awesome to listen to while driving.
I'm sure it is.
Don't D&D and drive. Don't do it,
D&D
kids.
and drive. I'm trying to think. Let's see. What would be best? You know what? Let's do Firebolt on 15.
You're going to cast a Firebolt.
Why not?
Okay, within 15 feet. Give me an attack roll. For you, you're going to add... What is that?
It's a 9.
A 9. Your proficiency bonus is +3. What's your intelligence bonus?
My intelligence bonus is +2.
11. So
you and your family can get
15.
Really? We finally get
We
one.
finally get one. We finally get one.
We've been waiting for
Like,
this for a while, sorry.
It's pre-recording.
Never mind then. It's not worth it.
So what was the roll? Is a 9?
It is a 9 +2.
2 intelligence bonus, so 11.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your proficiency bonus? No, you're not proficiency. Yes, you are. What's your intelligence bonus? It's +2.
Yeah.
Your proficiency is +3. So a 14 total? No. You go to cast a firebolt and it goes over his head and hits the wall. Good thing it was already on fire.
Yeah,
It is
I
now.
know. I'm sorry. You know what?
That was
terrible.
That was your action. Unfortunately, you can only cast one spell, or you can make 2 attacks. So you have a bonus action.
So I can switch back to bow. You know, we never discussed how many arrows I had.
You have 20 arrows starting.
Works for me. I've already used 2.
Yep.
So I'm down to 18. God, I'm gonna have to use a lot of arrows. You know what? Let's get up close and personal to this fight.
All right. So
I think that's gonna be my best move.
So next turn, you plan on getting in sword and board. All right, good to know. You've used your action to firebolt. You don't have anything bonus action that I can think of at the moment.
No, not really.
Remember, you have superiority dice that you can use. So remember that. That doesn't work for spells. That works for weapons attacks. But keep in mind.
So I can't remember what that means.
You have them written down. If you have a question about one of them, let me know. After Keegan, it's the goblins' turn again. The goblins aren't here just to kill. They're after something. The pack of 3 goblins at 15 and the 4 at 30 start moving, advancing, and start grabbing people and yanking them and start dragging them back to the windows. Seems like they're here for the people.
How does Tommy like his hat? Is what Skylar said.
It's perfect, darling.
I feel naked without mine. All right, when's my turn?
Your turn is next after the goblins. They start grabbing.
You have a hat right over there, dude. I think you do.
Okay.
Because I think we cleaned it up.
They start dragging people out of the door, out of the broken glass windows, and cutting them, like just shredding their backs on the glass window frames.
Can we help them?
None of you.
20 points
Okay.
for Huffledore.
Crank.
Hufflepuff.
Several goblins rush past you, dragging people. As they leave you, you get what is called an opportunity attack. They are focused on something, leaving your range, so you get a free swipe at them. Give me an attack roll, please. Let me see it.
Good luck.
Let's see the drunken orc.
12
12 plus your strength plus proficiency.
plus strength. Oh, the plus part?
Yep.
So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, 17,
Plus 3.
18, 19, 20.
Unnatural 20. This poor goblin never saw it coming. Roll damage. That's 1d12. Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Would you like me? Here, just for ease. That's a d12. Yes, that's a d12.
Okay, roll D12.
Uh-huh.
3.
3, add your strength bonus.
The bonus, the plus, right?
Yeah, the plus.
Okay, 5.
So tell me, sharp
So
side, blunt side.
blunt side.
Gallagher, smash!
Yeah.
Never saw it coming. That was your opportunity of attack. They have started moving towards the exits. It is now your turn. What would you like to do for your turn?
For my
Yes.
Yeah, that
was a
didn't count. That
freebie.
was a freebie because he
Okay.
was
It's
running
now
away
your
from
turn.
you.
Yes.
What are my options?
You now can make 3 attacks per turn because you are recklessly raging.
Okay.
You are berserk raging, excuse me. You could also choose to recklessly rage, which gives you advantage, but things also have advantage to hitting you. It's your choice.
So
I'm just
what
letting
is
you.
there left for me to hit?
There are 3 moving back towards the window at 30 feet, and 3 moving to the window at 15 feet. You have an opportunity to take out a good cluster of them.
I know. I'm gonna
Can you
go
block
for
the doorway?
Can I go to the 30 and bat them into the 15?
Do you want to stand in between the window? You're pretty big. You could probably block that.
That's what I was
passage if you
thinking. Why
wanted
not
to.
block the
Yeah,
window?
okay,
You get
block
one
the
side, I'll
window.
get the other. Let's
So-
enjoy this show.
Alright.
So he starts.
You can come in, stab
He
him,
starts
and you just
Hulk just
kill
blast
everybody.
him.
sprinting towards the wall, intermits himself, and the goblins skid to their feet. Oh no! What are we gonna do? And they start moving towards. When the turn comes around, they're gonna start moving towards the other window. But right now, you have three terrified goblins right at your feet. What are you doing to them?
If I had a big
I'm
7
gonna
foot
stomp
ugly
him.
fucker like you standing in between me and my exit.
Or the whoop ass fajitas.
All right.
Ding!
This is considered an unarmed strike, so
Okay.
it's going to be a d20 to hit, and then it's going to be 1 damage plus your strength bonus.
Okay.
All right. So if that's what you want to do instead of your weapon, you can certainly do that.
Okay. I just want to stomp them.
Stomp them. All right. Roll to hit.
18.
That's definitely going to hit. First one, smash. What's your strength bonus?
+5.
Plus 5. So a 6 total. You put your foot on him. Blood starts pouring out of this poor little goblin's mouth. Almost enough to kill him. Broken ribs and everything, but still holding on to the grasp of life. You have 2 more attacks. What would you like to do?
Oh, well.
I'm gonna golf swing with the blunt end of the axe.
On his head?
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
15
Plus totals.
plus totals. Oh, the +5.
Mm-hmm.
So 20.
20 plus 3, 23.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Slice.
He had 1 hit point left. No need to roll damage. He's done.
Smashes into the bar.
You have 1 attack left. What would you like to do?
How many?
There are 2 left.
There are 2 more left.
2 left within 5 feet of you.
I'm gonna attempt to take both of them out with the bladed end.
The bladed end?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a
You're going to try to go a
Yeah.
wide arc.
just a wide
So
arc.
full decapitation
Pretty
scenario.
much, yeah.
Unfortunately, there is a feat that would allow you to do that. You do not have that. So
Oh.
you will have to take 1 attack on that.
Okay.
Andrew said all the rungs don't go on because it broke.
Okay.
Aw.
I'm just gonna smash one
You're
there.
going to
Just
pick one?
straight
All right.
down.
Roll to hit. Yep. 17
17.
plus 5 is 22, plus 3 is 25. That definitely hits. Roll damage, 1d12.
Let me mark your D12 again.
Okay, so for everybody who's asking how long
push
this is
strength.
going to take, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No.
For everybody who keeps sending me messages and asking me how long is this going to take and are we going to be doing a regular stream next week?
It's gonna take all the time.
Yeah, we're going to take about 4 hours to do this. We're going to have intermissions for about the 2-hour marker. And next week we should be back to a regular show, except Alex will not be here if I'm.
Oh, don't spoil things.
Well, I mean, we might as well just go ahead and get it out in the air. So I meant to mention that at the beginning, and I did not do that. I apologize. That is my mistake, not y'all's. So we are doing a 4-hour stream. Get you some popcorn, get whatever, and enjoy the show with us.
Watch us act like idiots.
in for quite a ride.
I don't have time for you. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
There are no cell phones in D&D.
There are no cell phones in D&D.
All right, so Crank just comes down on the one of the other goblins. Smash, Gallagher,
Ding
guts go
dong,
everywhere. There is 1 goblin left at 30 feet away from you. 1 goblin at 3 goblins at 15 feet. Gizard, it's your turn again. What would you like to do?
Ooh.
How many of them are left at 15?
There are 3 left. Should memory serve me at 15.
No, I think it was 1 left at the 15 because he was
Did you
at
go 15 or 30?
I did. I got in the doorway.
Yeah, he got in the window in between 15, didn't he?
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I believe it was at 15. Okay, so there are 3 at 30 and 1 left at 15.
I think we're gonna help the big oaf.
Okay, I guess we're getting the other.
Let's see. That'd be overkill. Now screw it. I'm gonna try with the short sword.
You're gonna go for a short sword.
Yeah.
Is that is that just part of your equipment?
Yeah.
So you're gonna rush into battle as a caster and use a sword? Love it. All right, so you rush up into a crowd of 3 angry goblins who are dragging people along. Make me an attack roll, please. D20. Add
Good
your
number.
I believe, what'd you say, it was a short sword?
Yeah.
I believe that's a finesse weapon. No, it's not. Add your strength.
Wait, you're at the 30 or the 15?
15.
Yeah, he's going after
The one.
the one that's left.
The one that's okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll that and tell me what you get.
Andrew said let the goblins 4.
6.
6. All right, so add your strength bonus, not your score.
None.
None. 0. What's your proficiency? 3.
3.
9. The little goblin dashes out of the way. No go, and that's your action, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Okay, so you have a bonus action. Nobody's hurt. So there's nothing you can do there. That's going to be it. After that, Claudia, it's your turn again. What would you like to do? There are
Shoot 'em.
3 left at
30.
30.
Yeah.
All right. So roll a hit. What's that? That's a 13. So add your stuff.
20.
20. You hit at the end of your last turn. You are currently hidden. So that hits. So please roll a stealth attack. A sneak attack, please.
20.
20 total.
Yeah.
Another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust.
Gotta get you too. Another one.
Shut up, copyright.
Not if we're saying it.
You have watched the show way too much when you know that's what we're going to say.
All right, so that
Bonus
one's
action,
down.
Throw a dagger.
Bonus action, throw a dagger. Yes, but you do not add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. 17.
17. That is their armor class. No, I'm sorry, their armor class is 15, so yes, that definitely hits.
8.
8. All right, so you reach in your pouch and right in the shoulder clavicle of the goblin. Not down, but not feeling so good right now. Wait, how much damage was that?
8 damage.
Never mind. I looked at the wrong number. He's done. Wow. Right in the face. All right. So after that, Keegan, what would you like to? Are you going to use your bonus action? No, you use your bonus action to throw. All right, Keegan, what would you like to do?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, why don't I get right into the nitty gritty? Let's jump into this.
All right, sword and board. There are.
Yes.
You're going to go across the room to 30 feet to the 2 that are left.
Yes, sir.
All right. What? There's only one left. There's only one left at 30 feet.
There's one at 15, and there were 3 at 30.
There were
Who
3
went
at
to
30. You killed 1 at 30.
I killed 2 at 30.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right. She
So
did.
there's 1
So
at
there's
30 and
one
1 at
at
15.
1 in 15, 1 at 30.
So are you gonna get one and then go to the
Both
next?
of y'all are at 15, right?
Yeah.
So y'all can get him. I ain't worried about that. So
So
let's
you're
just go ahead and finish this thing off,
going
and I will jump at the 30.
All right. So you rush across the room, sword and board in hand. You 30 feet, and they're just trying to drag these people, kicking and screaming out of the windows. Give me an attack roll on the first one.
Let's see if we can get the throat. Oh.
What's that total?
See, what happened was...
Is that a 1?
That was a 5.
That is a 5.
It's a 5. See, what happened was, though... No, it makes it a 9. Wait, do I get the proficiency bonus?
Yes.
So that's 9. So that's 12.
12. Unfortunately, that does not hit, good sir.
So, see, what happened was...
You have extra attack, which allows you to give another attack this turn.
You know what? Let's take another swing at the guy.
Roll another attack, please.
So we're coming in from the other side. This time, 8.
That's another 8. No, the first one was a 5.
Yeah.
What's
So,
this one?
so plus 3,
8,
plus
8,
4.
16.
Wait, you threw me
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you doing? You don't.
Math.
12,
15.
13, 14, 15. Yeah, 15.
15 is the armor class. That hits.
Oh, thank God.
Roll a 1d8, please, and add your dexterity bonus.
D8 is
No, I'm sorry. Your strength or dexterity.
strength or dexterity. Wait, you're confusing me.
You can use strength or dexterity.
Uh,
Basically choose whichever one's higher.
you know what? Let's go with strength.
All right, so roll the d20, good sir. Wait, I'm sorry. You already did that. I apologize. I'm enjoying this far too much.
Yeah, apparently.
Roll the d8.
D8.
Uh-huh.
We
What
got
is
an
that?
8 plus the 4.
8 plus 4 is 12.
Mm-hmm.
You just, how do you want to do it? The last currently standing
You know what?
goblin.
Let's go for that throat. Let's go for that throat.
Just backswing
Decapitation.
right through. Goblin just and you just watch as the throat opens up and the head rolls back.
I'm more than happy with that.
Done. All right. Keegan, that's the end of your turn.
Thank you, good sir.
Things are quiet. Now it's the goblin's turn.
There's one little bastard left.
Andrew said you should have gone for the head.
There's one little bastard left over there between Crank and Vizard. But that's not the only thing you see. As two more armored, heavy goblins pop through. They are carrying what appears to be chainmail and shields.
That's it.
Brittany said, goblins!
Wait, who said that?
Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
You gotta. We have a visitor. Do we know this person?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Welcome to my sanctum. This is mine now. Don't let them fool you.
Everybody, this is Austin.
They can't see him. They don't know.
Yeah, but everybody else in the room.
Yeah.
You can sit there, but don't trip on the tripod. That's all we ask.
All right. So, at the top of their turn, two, for the lack of a better term, goblin bosses dash into the room.
He's the key to the gym.
Hey, Brittany.
They don't like that you just murdered their whole lot of friends. Keegan, you're gonna get a strike on you.
Dang it. All right. What do I roll?
Nothing. I'm gonna roll against you.
Oh, God.
Hey, Brittany.
This goblin pulls out a wicked-looking scimitar and starts.
You're done, human. It's over. You never had a chance.
That's a natural 15 with a +4 to hit. That is a 19. What is your armor class?
19.
That hits, ladies and gentlemen. That is 1d6 plus 2 slashing damage. That is a 6 on the 6. You take 8 slashing damage.
So I went from 60
to 52.
Brittany says, hey, everybody.
Hey, Brittany.
Hello.
Hey, Britt.
The goblin has the multi-attack ability as well, so you're going to take another strike.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Unfortunately, due to the nature of this creature, he has disadvantage on the strike. Where's my chest of all my nice dice?
That's a nice chest you have there.
Thank you.
Nice chest for the nice dice.
Nice chest.
That is a 6 plus 4. That does not hit. He rears up for another strike, and you manage to pull your shield right in front. And the second one across the room jumps in and immediately looks up to Crank, towering a hole about 5 feet taller than him.
Oh.
Vizard, you're going to get a strike on you.
Damn.
He's going to do a multi-attack. The
So
first.
I'm not the only one who's gotten hit?
Nope, not yet. That is a 17. That does hit your armor class.
What's your armor?
11.
Oh.
That is 1d6 plus 2 for the first.
At that height, he's
You got
gonna hit
lucky.
me in the
You take
balls.
4 slashing damage from the first one. So don't erase your maximum hit P.
Yeah.
Below that, write the new total.
Oh, I put what my normal hit points is, and as I erase and add.
Okay. All right, so that's the first hit. He's going to go ahead and do his multi-attack. The second one has a disadvantage. That is an 8 plus 4. That is a 12. That still hits. You're going to take another one.
The healer's going to have to heal himself.
You got lucky again. That's a total of 3 slashing damage.
So,
Slashing.
where are you down?
36.
The squishy one.
I only went down to 52.
All right. So after the goblins, Crank. There's a little angry goblin that's wearing chainmail and a shield, and he just attacked your friend. What are you gonna do about that?
Smash that
I'm
fucker.
going to pick him up by the head and ragdoll him.
You're gonna try to grapple.
Oh, Crank, I have been hitten, sir. Could you please assist?
Hey, I'm over there with him. You're over there with her, remember?
Yep.
Hey, big guy. Squish this little
What would you
bugger.
like to do? What would Crank like to do?
What would Crank like to do? I'm going to pick him up by the head and rag. Can I do that?
All right. So for flavor, because the rule of cool is always better.
That's right.
First rule
What
is
I
look
will
cool.
do is I will let you use an attack to try to make a grapple. Normally it's an action to try to make a grapple.
Okay.
So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Long time ago, I learned how to roll these. I just remembered. 9
9. What's your total? Plus strength? Plus
plus
proficiency.
strength, so it's 11. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14.
14. Let me just double check. This goblin's armor class is 17. The little slippery sucker gets right below you, right between your knees.
I know.
He's
I
found
knew I was
your-
going to get hit in the nuts. I knew it.
He's found your
Dude, he's a
disadvantage.
goblin. He might try to bite.
All right, so you have another attack. What would you like to do?
I'm just going to hit him with the hammer.
You're gonna hit him with a hammer. Roll again.
Put it in the center.
9.
9.
I think you
Quit
need to give
rolling
him
like
a
ass.
14
Stop
total.
using the weapon. It's not working apparently.
You swing like a golf club again. You've already done this. You know how goblins are. He just pulls up a shield and bats it aside. You're surprised that this little thing managed to block that. Roll for your third attack because you are raging.
15.
15 total. What's plus 5 for your strength? 20, and yeah, that's definitely gonna get. You are raging, which I forgot earlier. So roll a d12 and add 3 to that because your rage damage.
11, 12, 13, 14.
14 total.
Please tell me he goes flying through a wall or something.
That is. Mike, let me pull out the calculator here.
Calculator. Remember when your teacher said you needed to learn math because you're never going to have a calculator with you the whole time?
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't think they took into account.
Guys, I'm having a nice
I'm
time.
having a real time.
Me too.
You just take Blunt's side right in the face. The helmet he was wearing crumples in, and he's got one eye covered from the crumpled metal. He's still up. He took a licking and he's not going down.
Tough little bastards.
Takes a lick and it keeps on ticking. It's like a damn Rolex.
All right, so that was your 3 attacks. That was also your bonus action. Would you like to move anywhere, or are you staying where you are?
You are blocking the window.
Yeah, I'm keeping them inside. At least they're not running away. I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. After Crank, if he's alright, it's your turn as well.
I'm gonna try the Elden Blast again, see if I get lucky.
Eldritch
Blast.
All right, go
Turn the
ahead.
mic towards you.
Oh, sorry.
Roll to hit.
3.
3 plus charisma plus. No, I don't think that's going to help you that much.
11.
No, afraid not. Ping! Off the shield, ricochets, hits the beams and the rafters, and you see wood and dust.
Could have been worse. Could have hit him.
I believe at your level that is 2 different blasts with Eldritch Blast. It is 2d10, 2 different blasts. Roll another attack roll, please.
5.
5? No. Both of them. Pew, pew! It's like, not working so well for you, bud. All right, so you have a bonus action. People are starting to look pretty hurt.
What was in the stew?
Anthrax.
All kinds of little goblin bits. All right, so now, do you recall if your healing ability was a bonus action or a full action?
It was a cantrip.
No, the
Wasn't
healing pool.
Healing pool. Which one was
I
that?
tried to do this all
Andrew
professional.
said, is it a lamb or horse stew?
It was a beef stew.
I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Who said that?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Kill some dead air, guys.
Anyway, so how's everybody doing? How y'all liking this thus far? Has our little bar trip been interesting? You know, honestly, I've had a lovely time at this bar. We should come back.
I know, right?
We should see if they have openings. Good job here.
Skylar
Back
says
shelves
she's
on
got to
the
go for a
weekend.
bit.
Yeah, it sounds like they need a good bouncer or 2.
Yeah, I know.
3. Hey, hand me that water.
Skylar says she's got to go for a bit and she'll check in later.
Okay.
I couldn't find.
I will definitely give this 4 wagon wheels on yield help.
All right, so you can use your healing light ability
Best
as a
bar in the
bonus
land?
action.
Really?
So yes, so it is D6s. You have 6 D6s that you can spend, and you can choose any one of those people that you can see within 60 feet to receive that healing as a bonus action, as the celestial patron. And remember, once you use these dice, you don't get them back until I believe, a long rest.
You're taking a risk with a roll.
Yeah, but it's a chance to heal me and you.
You get to pick one person.
One person? Ooh. How low is yours?
I would heal you.
Yeah.
I would heal you.
13, 19.
Wrong game.
19 total?
Yeah.
Who are you giving healing to?
Me.
All right, you heal 19 HP. All right, that was your action and your bonus action.
Andrew said it's going to reflect and hit the goblins.
Claudia, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Shoot the guy over there.
I love how you point at me. Right next to me. He's yelling,
Shoot him! Get him! Shoot him, sure. Is this going to
21.
21 to hit?
Yeah.
she's within drinking age.
Oh, okay. So 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yes, I'm.
Yeah, he's doing the
Yes,
opposite of
that
working
hits.
out right now.
Go ahead. He has acted in combat.
Working out my
I don't
nerve.
believe you were stealthed either. Did you hide at the end of your last turn?
No, but he's within 5 feet.
You are. You are harrying the target, and as a part of her sneak attack, she gets to roll sneak attack against this creature.
I'm useful.
8 total.
18.
18. Is this the same goblin that he was attacking?
It's the guy that attacked.
Okay,
Keegan.
so no. 18 total.
Yeah.
That does not kill him. However, the arrow sinks into right between two pieces of the chainmail.
You little witch.
18 total.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty bad.
Bonus action.
Throw a dagger.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. Ooh, no.
26.
26. Yeah. Give me a D4. Did you add your proficiency to that? 19. You don't have proficiency to it offhand, but that's you rolled a natural 19, so it hits.
8 damage.
Again,
That
she
is-
just
that
whips
sounds
the
pretty
dagger
good.
out, and right in one of the eye sockets, and it twitches.
Oh.
How's it
Falls
going,
back.
Mr. Moderator?
Good.
One of the goblin bosses are down.
Yes.
Keegan, it's your turn. One left. Not looking so good. Yeah, there's one left,
And it's
at
over there with them.
at Crank's feet. Yes.
Trying to bite me in the new heads.
You know what?
That's quite a mouthful there.
Yeah. How far? Let's see. I went 30.
Is it a female
So I
goblin?
have to go back.
Be careful with that bow. You never, as close as it is.
The last time I played,
Aim for its head. No.
no.
I might get it and you all at the same shot.
The last time I played Dungeons and Dragons, we did a fastball special. You know, which is where Colossus throws Wolverine.
Yeah.
Was banking the whole thing on that, and I rolled a 20 on it. So don't screw this up.
Okay. Sure.
All right, Keegan, what are you doing?
You know what? I'm about 15. You know what? Let's run up to him because I've got 35, so I could easily
Yeah, you
get
can
up to the
definitely get up to
guy.
him.
So let me get up to him. Wait, and he is facing away from me because he's attacking him.
Yeah.
Before I forget, I have to roll death saves for the patrons of the bar who went down in the first combat.
Oh.
They're not looking so good. You'll have to get to them afterwards and see what you can do for them. But as of right now, they're
I
not
can't do
looking so good.
anything. Healy McHeal over here.
All right, Keegan, what are you doing?
You know what? Let me get up behind this guy and.
You know, if you get up behind this guy, you're going to be in his ass, right?
It is a sacrifice I will have to make
Lovely. I'll allow it.
just to make you feel better.
It's a hat. It counts.
Counts as something on my head.
All right, Keegan, what'll it be?
I think I will definitely. Oh my God, you look ridiculous.
Yep.
Hang on.
Hey, y'all remember?
Oh, my man, watch this shit.
No.
Remember Billy Madison
Yeah.
in the end scene where the wrestler has that big mask on or whatever it is out?
Yeah.
That's Jamie right now.
Deal with it, ladies and gentlemen.
This is happening.
This is happening.
This is happening. We're playing D&D, and he is wearing a Transformer shirt and a Wolverine.
Voltron shirt. Thank you.
Shame on you.
Yeah, that's Voltron, dude. The hell?
Okay, it's Voltron. I'm sorry, I'm blind.
Andrew
Anyway.
said mega dork.
Voltron shirt.
All right, so
Wolverine
I'm going
sunglasses.
to
Take me seriously.
stab. No, absolutely not.
Restart.
I'm gonna stab him on the head. In the head.
You're gonna stab him in the head.
I'm gonna stab him in the head.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Oh God.
What's the current airtime?
Oh my God.
1 hour.
I'm so sorry, James. I am so sorry.
What was that total? What was the roll?
All right, so I got a 2.
Oh no.
Strength +4 and proficiency bonus +3. So let's see. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a 9 altogether.
9 total against the goblin. You pull your sword back, and right as he's looking right at you, he pulls his shield up and reflects it. It's kind of stout for being a little thing. You have 2 more. You have 1 more attack.
Okay, so booming blade that I can use.
You would use your bonus action to cast it as well as your melee attack. So you cast it as a part of your attack, but it costs your action, your bonus action.
and I can't use it again until I rest, correct?
Until a long rest, yes.
Which for me is 4 hours, so that's easy.
What's the chat saying about my new look?
Well, Andrew said you're a mega dork.
I am.
You know what? Let's go in for another basic swing.
Are you're not gonna
I'm a
you're gonna save
40-year-old
booming blade?
16.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it because I feel like that's something that will
Okay.
probably be needed.
All right, so go ahead. It's a
19.
natural 19. You don't even have to continue to
No,
add.
I'm not even.
That hits. Go ahead and roll a for your sword.
Yes.
I believe for a regular sword is a D8. That's what I'm gonna go with.
That one, correct?
Yep, that's a D8.
I'm making sure. I'm just 3.
So 3. Add your strength.
Add
only.
strength +4.
So 7 total.
Yeah. I was trying to say 7, I couldn't.
Hey, Crank.
Crank.
You're about to be really angry.
I'm melting. I feel like butter.
Right in the neck. Just spurts of goblin blood paint the walls. Crank's not happy. He called dibs.
Yes. I wanted that one. He owed me.
Be quicker next time.
Gotta be quicker than that.
So
It's not my fault. I drank the elven beer and smoked the elven tobacco. You talked me into it. Peer pressure. That thing gets hot. I'm gonna have to wear that tomorrow.
Yep.
So 3 of the patrons that got shot in the bar haven't made it.
How many were all together?
There were 4 goblins that came in.
No, I'm talking about how many patrons were in the bar.
About 11 people in the bar.
Thank
There-
man, most of them are still alive.
4 of them.
No.
4 of them went down.
Oh.
3 of the 4.
Ouch.
That was 3. Yeah, that was the 3rd save. However, the last 3, they seem to be stabilized. The last one seems to be stabilized. Their wounds are starting to close. They're not in fear of death. But they're not doing so hot.
Okay. So, what do we do? Hi.
About-
Hi. Welcome. Welcome back. Can we continue this? You guys are just
Yeah, sorry, I looked down.
Those are banned.
just get rid of those for right now.
Flip it over. Flip it over.
He's moderating chat.
I guess that's okay. I'll allow it. About this time, the guards kick the door in and come in.
He did it.
Blame it on the big guy. Blame it on the big guy because no one's gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, see if I can heal that guy. Like, medicine check that guy.
You're gonna medicine check? Well, unfortunately, all a medicine check would allow you to do is to stabilize the creature, and he is currently stabilized.
So, can we help the patrons in any way, shape, or form?
The 3 that are gone? Nah. The one that's left, you could he'll come around on his own in a minute or so. He'll come to consciousness with mechanics wise 1 HP. but he's going to need some rest. He's going to need to heal up, and he's just had the worst day of his life.
What's the best move for us? What do y'all
Grab
suggest?
guards and a bunch
Run.
of casualties. Let's get the hell out of here.
It's like the guards are actually blocking the doorway. It's like
Oh, that means you're the first thing I saw.
they see you. They've seen you around. They know you, and they're also seeing the goblin bodies. So they're not stupid. They're seeing 2 and 2, and they're seeing what's going on. It's like, and they look at let's see,
Justified homicide.
Keegan.
Yes.
The guard speaks to you. What happened here, citizen?
How to explain? They went through window. People died. It was chaos. It was fun.
People dying is fun too.
Killing the goblins was
I
fun.
would like stealth.
She's like, I don't know these guys. Never seen these
What's
guys.
that spell? Invisibility?
19.
19. You
We've
feel
dealt
pretty
with
stealth.
worse. We got this.
Can I pickpocket?
Oh, I like your thinking.
You can certainly try.
Alright. I'm gonna pickpocket the dead people.
Oh, the dead people?
I like your way of thinking.
Make another stealth check with disadvantages because the guards are
There for a
currently
second, it kinda
observing the
sounded like
room
foreplay.
and looking
There
at
for a
the
second, it kinda sounded
casualties.
like
Alright,
foreplay.
disadvantages. 25.
So you're not invisible. However, you Assassin's Creed blend into the surroundings. You look like you're helping these people, picking them up, moving them around. The whole time your hands are in their pockets.
She picks up the body through underneath the arms while the hands are in the pocket. She's just grabbing them all. She drags them away.
Andrew said Kyle's
how many-
character is bad.
How many?
What?
Andrew said Kyle's character is bad.
Actually, I am a neutral
Neutral
good,
good.
meaning I can break laws, but I mostly try to take care of people. So I'm kind
So-
of
Take
Amongst
care
your
of it.
rifling amongst the dead's pockets, you come across 20 gold pieces in total. You also find something quite alarming.
Okay.
You find an ivory pendant that bears some unknown runes on it, some language you don't know.
I'm still
Do I
talking.
not know it?
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Dwarven, Draconic, Celestial, Abyssal.
You do not.
Darn it.
You know all of that.
Keegan, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Deep Speech.
Deep speech. Crank, what languages do you speak?
I'm looking.
Look faster.
Common, orc, and goblin.
You speak goblin. See, goblins and orcs tend to coexist quite well. The
Except for tonight.
orcs tend to order around the goblins, and most of the time they obey without too much arguing. So you've had to learn to speak to your underlings throughout the years.
Other than telling them,
Reading's hard.
Nice.
Reading's hard for you, but this is goblin. This is written
Now,
goblin.
out of curiosity, I have history.
Okay.
Could I maybe help identify in some way, shape, or form?
You know how you could look at a language you don't know and figure out basically what it is, even though you can't read it?
The words are similar.
It's like you're pretty sure it's goblin.
Okay.
It's a.
Can somebody read it and I know what they're reading out loud? Is it one
You
of
can
those
read it.
languages?
You
Oh, I
can read. You
it.
can read it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can read it fine. You speak goblin.
Okay.
Reading's typically hard for you, but good thing it's not big words.
It's little words.
Crank likes this.
All right.
I say crank.
What you read doesn't make sense. I'm assuming you give it to Crank. Okay.
We'll go with that.
While the guard is breathing down Keegan's throat about what's going on, Crank just takes this little pendant, and there's you see written, carved into the ivory of this pendant.
Right.
It's like directions, like you're telling someone how to get somewhere.
This is finding words.
From you gather north, half a day. West, 3 days.
How many guards am I dealing with?
About 5 or 6.
All at one time?
they're not aggroing. They haven't drawn their blades. They're just questioning.
Could you repeat that?
North, half a day. West, 3 days. South, 1 day. You recognize
I recognize this.
You recognize these directions. That would put you pretty close to your old haven, your old orc camp. There's also something else you remember about that old place. At the time, you were squatting on a ancient ruin of elven origin. You guys have been trying to get in and figure it out for quite a while, and you just never could. So you just sat there and made sure no one else could get in.
Yep.
We couldn't have it, nobody could have it.
Exactly. Keegan. So tell me, I see you've dispatched these green monstrosities. Kind of looks at the orc.
We have.
Well, I see you've done quite a service here. Would you be willing to continue on in the name of the steward and the count?
Oh, we're being
How much does it pay?
Give me a persuasion check. Give me a d20.
13.
Give me a it's persuasion. It's a skill.
I'm looking for. No.
Charisma if you don't have proficiency.
It's +1, so 14. I don't have proficiency?
Is the bubbled in?
Negative.
No,
sir.
you do not.
But I do have intimidation.
You're going to intimidate the guards.
No, but I'm
Okay.
just saying I do if I need it.
So tell me, what would happen, Kyle, if you were bartending as a bouncer and someone had tried to intimidate you? How would that have gone?
They'd have got it right back.
They got me right back. Trust me.
All right, so you find that that's not going to go well. You try to use your honeyed words to convince them you need money for your time.
Exactly.
It's like, well, quite frankly, that would be for the count to decide, but there is a small treasury that I'm allowed to disperse.
How much?
For every goblin scalp you bring, I'll give you 10 gold pieces.
We start with
Let's
the goblins
see.
we just killed.
Let's see. I've brought you 8 plus 2 big ones.
Unfortunately, those were slain before this deal was struck.
I would like to scalp him.
So I'll keep him busy. You scalp him.
Are you going to wait for them to leave, or are you just doing it now?
I would do it stealthily.
Stealthily. Give me another stealth check with disadvantage because they are surveying the room.
Everything okay?
Yep. My foot got
Rip,
on.
rip ears.
22.
22. You know, you're not sure why Claudia is running around helping the goblins and moving the bodies around, but... And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. And then blood starts pouring out of the scalps. Oh.
She likes peace.
Pieces.
Pieces. It's a good thing the guards don't care. It's kind of hard to miss.
So that would be
10.
goblin scalp.
Unfortunately, these were
I
slain.
don't know that. I'm not giving them to him now.
Oh. They see them scalped. So we will see how that ends up in the future.
Works for me. We'll take our chances. Look, I'm a bounty, or I'm a mercenary. I will get gold. This is my end goal. That's all I care about.
They won't.
Keeping people alive and money. So I'm still dealing with the guards. What are you bozos doing?
I'm making sure he don't hulk out on everybody.
Go to sleep.
Sun's going down, big guy.
Sun's going down.
Oh, dead air.
Yep, I hate dead air.
All right, so it's like, well, if you're willing to take up this task, find their haven, end the threat, whatever you can find along the way is yours. And we'll pay you on your return as long as they no longer are a threat to us. Crank, now that you're looking at them, you knew these guys.
They're class A assholes, aren't they?
They really were. They stood up to you and argued every chance they got. They didn't think that orcs should run the show. They believed they were superior.
Oh, they deserve to get smashed.
Well, wait
then.
a minute. I'm a soldier, right? Or I was.
You were a soldier. So are you trying to use that some way?
Figured, why not? What better person to talk to?
How would you like to incorporate that into the conversation?
That is a real good question, and I'm trying to solve that. I'll get back to you, so continue on with what
Okay.
you're doing with him, and I'll figure that out.
It'd be nothing for you to find your old stomping grounds. You know, your herd hasn't moved on.
Yeah.
They're still a problem. Some of them are pretty mean. You're not the biggest. You're close, but you're not the biggest. The leader's got about a half foot on you for sure. But a couple days travel, get you there. You know the way.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. We just stay quiet.
A day north, 3 days west,
Hey, before we do that,
one day
can I go
south.
see the Duke?
You're gonna go to the Duke?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, the Duke is not taking calls right now. He's quite busy with other
Intimidation.
affairs.
Kick the door. No. You are now.
You're gonna go knock on the door?
Yeah.
Nobody answers.
Okay, can I sneak in?
Door's locked.
Can I sneak in through a window?
No windows on the ground floor because that's proper security.
I need you to toss her right through the window.
I can't mind the distance. You have to toss me.
Don't tell the elf.
You're gonna let him. All right. So she is snuck off by herself. You are still in the bar.
Right.
So unfortunately, he's not there at this moment.
I
Ooh.
can take it with me.
You're gonna just take him with me.
Yeah.
Okay. So out of nowhere, Claudia just starts pulling on your arms, like we gotta go somewhere.
Where go, little girl?
To the Duke.
Why?
You
had to think about it. He's a little slow.
I'm sticking with Big Ugly, so wherever he goes, I go.
All right.
Shit, I'm alone.
It's like, well, the guard's just like, well, since you agree, it seems that there's no point of being here. A couple of the cloaks rush in and start taking care of the wounded individual. The other ones that are gone can't do anything for. But these guards, they seem to be done with the situation and start to leave.
Well, in that case, grab a bottle of whiskey and follow them.
The bartender who survived gives you a bottle of whiskey.
I'm taking it with me, damn it.
So you're walking down the streets with an open bottle?
Exactly.
We'll see how that goes.
Exactly.
Good thing this place is like Vegas. You can walk around with beer if you want.
Oh, thank God.
I think after slaughtering a bunch of little green monsters, they wouldn't mind so much.
All right. So so she wants you to toss her to the second floor window.
Oh gosh.
Don't overdo it.
You want to grab her and toss her
Just
by the
toss her agility.
by the collar and the waist pants?
Yeah.
Just grab her by the belt buckle and
All right. Give me
Yeah.
a strength check, please.
So roll this.
Uh huh.
All right.
No, no.
Just start using.
Alex, turn the mic so we can hear him.
Huh?
Not so good. What's
No.
that total?
4 and my strength is 9.
4 and 5 is 9.
Yeah.
You're proficient with athletics.
Where's that? What? Plus 8.
Plus 8 is your total, so 4 plus 8 is 12. For the purposes of this,
Just to keep the story progressing.
you are considered to be a large creature when you are pushing, pulling, or lifting things.
Okay.
So you are a large creature, and for this mechanics-wise, for throwing things.
So, okay.
So
Shot put's not my thing.
for your DC would be a little easier for someone who is a medium creature.
Okay.
However, not gonna cut it. You get a good start, and you're just slip right into the
Could
wall.
I
Make a dexterity saving throw.
acrobatics?
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I could do that. 23.
23. You go to throw her, and she's coming right at the wall face first, and she just backflips off.
Big oaf.
That's not what I wanted.
Would you like to try to climb to the
Yeah.
second window? Make
Wait,
me.
can she stand on my shoulders?
She
Second.
could try. You want to piggyback?
Why not? I'm 6 foot.
Okay. The ceiling here is about 7, so you, with a hop, might be able to reach one of the windows. You want to hop or you want to climb?
Whatever.
All right. Climbing is athletics. Hopping would be an athletic. I'm sorry. Climbing is.
hop.
I'm sorry.
Whatever acrobatics is.
Acrobatics would be a hop.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh. What's that total?
12.
You know, you get your grips on it. You drop about 7 feet. Good thing it's not enough to hurt.
Make it. Can I kick the door in?
Would you like to try to kick the door
Just
in?
knock on the
I'm
door.
not a big person of following laws anyway.
But he's got a big hammer.
Hey, Vizard, give me an intelligence check, please.
Intelligence.
Yes.
He's not even here.
He followed.
18
Technically, we're all there.
plus 3
So
plus
21.
3. So, yeah.
You've been watching the cloaks of this city, the magical guards that patrol. Most of the doors of establishments have been enchanted. Might not go so well if you tried to kick it in.
Dispel magic.
Could I knock on the door first?
You knock on the door.
I thought she knocked on the door already.
You did. You want to knock again?
Yeah. A little bit more aggressively.
Come in.
Rip headphone users.
R.I.P. I apologize. Apparently, this one is really sensitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you knock on the door. How long do you wait before a response?
5 minutes.
You sit there, and shortly after, about a half minute, the door creaks open, and there is a rather short woman there. A little bit shorter than the goblins, about 3 foot
My
at
wife.
most. 3 foot.
you, Heather.
Love you, honey.
3 foot at most. Halfling. She has a little apron on and she has a little feather duster.
Frodo! No.
I apologize. The Duke is not in right now. He's tending to some official matters.
He's not anymore.
Andrew was not snoring on the couch.
Is there something that I can do to help you?
We'd like to speak to the Duke.
Again, he's not in. I'm not sure where he went off to.
We would like to speak to the Duke. I am not patient.
Robin Leach says
Bottom
A.
one.
The what?
Robin Leach says A or I.
Oh, hi.
Unfortunately, I can't help with that. He's just not in at the moment.
Any suggestions? No.
Could you pay us?
I have no money.
Could you pay us with the Duke's money?
I don't have access to the royal treasury.
Could you just let us in?
I'm afraid not. Why are you here?
We need to speak to the Duke about payment.
The guards agreed to pay you.
I know.
We want more money.
Filthy murder hobos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We haven't killed her yet.
That word is a dangerous word.
Unfortunately, the Duke's not in. Maybe when you return, you can speak to him on that subject.
What's the play, guys?
Duchess in?
Well, we got the pendant. We got the directions.
There currently is no Duchess.
Anybody related to the Duke?
Unfortunately, just me.
Hey, we got a hostage. I'm kidding.
Wait, what are you? Are you good or bad?
Chaotic neutral.
Oh my God. You can get away with that.
You really couldn't get away with it,
Oh,
but it would be on brand.
Oh, it's Ben that said hey.
Sweet.
Could
Welcome
she
to the
tell
show,
us where
Ben.
the royal treasury is?
She's not a child. She's also not stupid. She starts to close the door.
Persuasion.
Puts hand on the door.
Locked. Done.
Well, we do have the pendant. He knows what it says.
We have enough knowledge.
Yeah.
The payment is Is that what we're going for?
The guard said you could keep whatever he found.
Yeah.
Keep it.
As long as we're looting along the way, I'm happy.
Yeah. There's a collector's market for it.
We'll find something.
We'll put it on ye old eBay.
Because right now I've only got 364 gold pieces and a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
I have
I
nothing
need to get my
listed
health
for.
potions.
You're gonna go
Yeah.
shopping?
Yeah.
All right. So,
That's an idea.
there's quite a few shops here in Holtwick.
Okay.
There's the general goods store. Claudia, what is the name of the general goods store?
Darius is good.
Darius's Tact and Bridle. He owns the general goods store. It's a small establishment. Not too proud, but any of your regular equipment needs, nothing non-magical, he can probably find for you. Then there's Duke. Not the Duke.
Damn it.
Duke is an enchanter at most points. He... What?
The Duke left because the people made him leave.
Yep.
Crap.
Yep, remember that?
I'm smelling an inside joke.
Well, this world is an extenuation of a campaign that ran for 2 months, playing every other day. So, what you're seeing now is Claudia paying for some of her actions.
She meant
For some of her other characters'
What
actions.
did you do?
to impose.
Currently, there's no governing body.
I don't know, but that die on the table is.
All right, so
Yeah, these things are set real sensitive.
Duke is a gnome, wiry old thing, white gray beard, big bushy eyebrows. He sells some magic items that he
Seashells by the seashore?
by the seashore.
I'm sorry.
He sells quite a few things. Most of the stuff that he makes, some of the stuff that he buys from others leaving town, depends on the situation.
All right, so can we pick up healing potions?
You could definitely go to Duke's and look for healing potions.
I need to grab a couple of bits and pieces of supplies. So I'm going to go there. I don't know where they're going.
All
I
right.
have my axe.
All right, so you're going to go inside. You go to Duke's. You following?
I want to go to the pet store.
And buy a dragon.
Wait,
There is an exotic animal store in Holtwick.
there's an animal store?
There is a place called
What is the name of the place?
the Everything Store.
It's basically Walmart and D&D. It has a little bit of everything.
It's DM's Everything Store is actually what it's called.
Oh, okay.
So is it ye old Walmart?
Yeah.
The old Dungeon Mart.
It's Ye Old Mart.
No, if it's ye old, it's Kmart.
That's a stab at camera.
That was an AoE burn. That was not good. That reached countrywide.
That hit people in the feels.
No.
That was built everywhere.
You know what?
So it's kind of like a
need
ye
to
old
pick up
Sears.
Potions and at least 2 arrows.
Darius, the general goods could definitely provide you with arrows. So where is the party going first?
Where do y'all want to go? Y'all want to go to an all out?
Might as well. Let's go to ye old Sears.
All right.
280 shopping spree music.
Who's running Ye Old Sears?
Don't do that.
Torvald.
Don't do that.
Torvald. Okay. You guys, you go to
He
the.
has anti-magic.
You guys, you approach a relatively freshly built establishment, only up for a year or so. And inside,
People have pissed all over the bathroom indiscriminately.
you go inside and you see several people walking around shopping. There are a few tellers, and there's one person that catches your eye is kind of off. You see think about 5 foot tall, wearing nothing but a apron and pants, like full, like
God, I hope so.
yeah, he's got full pants on, but he doesn't.
We
He
have a shirt.
he has a shirt. He's
Okay.
fully dressed. Okay. You
Like, what
see
kind of store is this?
like from the forearms down,
That's that kind of
tattoos
store.
that seem to shift and move on their own.
Wait, there's shapes?
Their tattoos on his arms seem to shift and move on their own. And
Rorschach
rise.
has opened up
Yeah.
a nice shop.
Yeah.
You also see he has a ring on his hand, and his hands are bound. And he is sweeping the floor. Would you really not have his hands bound?
If it's an anti-magic raid.
No, you just okay. So he's just sweeping the floor.
Oh,
He does not seem to be enjoying his position here.
so somebody's had a bad day apparently.
Yeah.
I'm smelling that. So I guess I'll go up to the counter and see if I can pick up. How much are potions here?
Potions?
I need a Snickers bar.
Not you when you're hungry.
You're never you.
Yeah, because he never escaped the sign that I came down from my berserker rage.
So he's still just angry.
It would have been over by now.
Okay.
As the downside to being a frenzied rage, you gain 1 level of exhaustion. You're tired. It sucks.
I need a Snickers.
You need a Snickers. Until you finish a long rest, your ability checks are at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Not your attack rolls, just your ability checks. Yep.
I say we stock up and rest, but
All
that's
right.
just my opinion.
This place is relatively new, so the only thing they have in stock currently are a selection of regular healing potions, common variety.
Okay.
Balance. Shush. Let's see. So, tell me, how many potions would you like?
At least 4.
4 common healing potions?
Yeah.
Common healing potions are 100 gold pieces apiece.
So
Andrew
about
said
that.
To stop in at Old Holiday Inn.
Do what?
Andrew said to stop in at Ye Old Holiday Inn.
I was just gonna call it Tommy Mark.
Ye Old Motel 6.
Let's you know what? Let me get one of those instead. And how much are arrows?
If memory serves, you can get 20 for 5 silver pieces. Gold-wise, that is half of 1 gold.
Half of 1 gold.
40 arrows for 1 gold.
40 arrows for 1 gold.
Yeah, that,
And you
that
can-
would work.
Expensive?
That's
That-
pretty for I'm not using it. I have my own. For an average person on town, their daily wage is 1 gold.
Okay, so let's.
For a comfortable living, not squalid, not poor, comfortable is 1 gold
Well, right
a day.
now I have 18 arrows.
Sounds like a wet charger.
It always says that.
You need to take some rubbing alcohol and take a Q-tip, and it'll push the water out, and then the alcohol will dry itself. I've had that problem.
Let me pick up 1 health potion and I guess 40 arrows.
Okay, so a regular healing potion, let me just double check, potion of healing. A regular healing potion heals 2d4 plus 2. So you roll 2d4 and add 2. That's how much health you get
How do
back
you
from
think
a
I like my
regular healing
wireless charger?
I know,
Okay.
but Haley took mine.
Um,
I got an extra one at the house.
hold on, let's see. So that's 58. Yeah, 58. 58.
Blowing into those makes it worse, by the way.
It's a pain. Paper towels.
And how much is that going to cost me? Because I need to make sure that I do this.
101
You're
gold pieces.
welcome.
101.
101 Dalmatians.
What?
Of course, of course, me.
101 gold coins.
And suddenly the hulking figure is like,
Wait a
Dalmatians,
minute.
yummy.
Snickers.
How much for a Snickers bar?
You can get a day's worth of ration that's decent for 5 silver, so half a gold. Also, you guys don't have any food for the journey.
I know, that's what I was questioning. I was like, that might be something that we need.
We don't want to die of dysentery.
Excuse me.
Just realized that I started out with any.
All of you would have started with a kit of some kind. It contains basic supplies.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yes, it's my fault. I forgot, and we were in a rush. And shut up. So all of you have a week's worth of rations. They're not good, but they're food.
1 week.
Make sure you dry off the actual charger too.
I did. I think it's actually an issue with the charger.
All right, so I have 1 week's worth of rations.
I'm good for a little while.
How far are we going?
5 days.
So 5 days, we have 1 week, that's 7, so that's 2 days, and we would have to return. We need more.
could always hunt along the way, scavenge for food.
How much are those meal kits?
Meal kits for a week's worth of non-perishables. That's not going to be good food. 2 gold for a week's worth.
So my spices and
2
stuff.
gold for a week's worth.
That's not bad.
Spices and stuff. Sure. You have a spice kit.
Can we smoke the spice?
Are we?
This is not the spot. That is not okay.
You get one more. I'm gonna give you 30 minutes to quit that.
Do you really want to see stuff again?
No.
You know what? Let me pick up. So take away 2. Yeah, let me pick up another week's worth of rations for myself at least,
Okay.
because I'm a fat ass and I'm gonna need it.
Yep.
All
I
right.
am big boy.
Let me do 2 weeks worth of rations.
2 weeks worth of rations. So mark that gold off.
I'm doing that
And
as I
that's
go, and then
2
I'll
gold
just.
each.
2 gold a week.
So I am down to 261. I have a bottle of whiskey, 58 arrows, 1 health potion, and 2 weeks worth of rations. Is there a weight limit that I need to be concerned with?
What's your
on this
strength
game?
score? Your score, not your bonus.
I can
My
carry
score is 18.
For all those involved, you determine how much you can carry in weight by your strength score multiplied by 15.
Okay.
You are all fine for now.
Okay, we're Gucci.
And let me also get 2 of the healing potions.
Okay, that's 200 gold.
Alright, I have no gold.
I rolled gold for you. It's right there.
Oh, 465?
Yep.
Okay. I need.
You've been doing a lot of plundering and being paid by the Duke before.
Okay. Alright, I need like a week's worth of food. Because it's 1 day this way.
2
3
gold,
days.
2 gold for a week's worth of rations. Not good, but it's food.
You know what? Screw it. Give me another health potion.
All right, that's another 100 gold.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of math to this.
Yep.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Alright, give me 2 weeks worth rather.
All right, so that's 4 gold pieces.
Alright.
So you have 3 works worth of rations with you?
2.
You have 1 already.
Oh, alright. Never mind. I'll just keep what I got.
Okay.
But keep in mind, it's about 5 days out. So that's 7.
It's about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's about
so
a
you're
week to
just
get
grabbing
there.
1 extra ration to what you
Yeah,
have? That's
yeah.
what I did.
Yeah.
Was grab 1 extra ration so that way I can get there and back.
Right.
Does that make sense to anybody else, or is it just me?
Yeah, I
Okay,
understood.
I'm making sure I'm saying that right because I don't want to sound retarded, even though that's kind of my job.
All right.
Don't worry,
so,
Kyle. You're you. You'll be okay.
I would like a bag of holding.
There's
no,
Snickers in this
unfortunately,
ration
you
pack.
don't have one there. You're gonna have to go see Duke if you want to try to get a bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
Bag of holding, please explain.
A bag of holding, for those uninitiated, is would be a large, like a laptop case, about the same size, but inside is a small room.
Oh,
Small what?
Room. It is. It can carry up to 500 pounds,
So kind of
but
like,
it'll only
Like a
ever
TARDIS.
weigh 5 pounds.
so
It's
basically,
bigger on the
I
inside.
need one of them in real life. It's a TARDIS.
I was thinking more along the lines of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them in Suitcase.
Yeah.
He opens it up and he goes downstairs
Mary
and grabs.
Poppins.
Yeah, very Mary Poppins there.
Yeah.
It is
What was
an
that?
extra planar space. That just means there's more room on the inside.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yes.
Sounds like a good camp out place.
Not quite cheap, depending on if the party wants it. You may have to pull up some resources.
So Alex, how much?
Are
do
you going to
weigh?
Dukes? Or are you gonna?
How much?
What do you think I weigh?
No, in the game.
Oh, I don't know.
How much
Yeah,
do
that's
you weigh
something
in the
I never
game?
estimated
We
either.
haven't decided.
I haven't chose age either. So
Because
I'm an
I-
unknown age right now.
No one really knows.
Because Andrew.
I'll tell you
said,
this: Thak is no older than 30.
Because Alex, Andrew
He's a
said
young
Alex
buck.
is too heavy to go in to the.
He gets stuck in the suitcase. It's like, get the butter! Get the butter!
The only thing is, bags of holding don't have air, so it's not a room you can go into.
Oh, so
It's
you
just-
can't shut the door.
You can,
Suffocate people with them.
you can if you manage to. However,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad idea. I was like, get in there.
However, it can be destroyed from the inside,
Oh.
and you probably lose everything you had in there.
But if there's nothing in there except him, it's like, yeah, go ahead.
It's a really expensive
I know, right?
kill.
Cool, but expensive.
All right, so
Put a cage in the bag of holding.
Claudia
Never
has
go
expressed
full John
interest of
Wick.
going shopping. Does anyone else want to follow?
Shopping where?
Oops.
What is Duke's?
Ben said
The
he was
magic
good,
orb.
Jamie.
Okay.
Thank you.
I've been saying
Duke's Mystic Emporium.
Sure, I will follow along just out of curiosity to snoop.
Can we just give a shout out to Ben, who's been going through hell to get his grandma to let him watch us play Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh,
Really?
Poor guy.
Hey Ben, what's up,
Hey,
buddy?
buddy.
Hey,
Hey.
Ben.
What's up?
Dungeons and Dragons got such hell, like in the 90s.
Yes, it did.
So
Yeah, I know.
It was. We'll not go into it because I don't feel like it because it's boring. So let's continue.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
grandma's
I know.
house, so you know how the old folks are.
Yep, I do. So Claudia wants to go shopping at Duke's, the Mystic Emporium.
I shall follow.
Anyone else following?
Yep.
All right.
why not?
You head down the street and you approach a large purple tower.
It's you.
The spire rises at least 100 feet in the air, and it ends with a nice little topped, pointed, conical roof. Has a door on the inside. You open the door.
I hope there's a door on the inside. How do you get in from the outside, though?
A door.
So they connect.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I mean, this is the
Typically,
land of
that's how.
fantasy.
Typically, that's how that works.
This is the land of fantasy. Just throwing it out
Okay.
there.
So you open the door. Immediately, you hear.
Son of a bitch.
Smeagol.
You open the door and there's this little gnome tinkering with what appears to be a clockwork cobra, and
What,
a clockwork creature. Think steampunk gears and everything.
Oh, like the owl on Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. all right.
Except this is a king cobra
It's a cobra.
shape.
Okay.
You walk in right as its neck flanges flare out and bites him. As he was
Hopefully
working
didn't
on
load
it.
the venom.
Yeah, apparently not. He's not happy, shaking his hand off. He grabs by the tail and throws it in a trunk.
Hello! Repair Buds! Can I help you today? Little old Duke is here to play.
This is great. So what are you shopping for?
I need a bag of holding.
It's like, I haven't seen you before. A bag of holding, you say? We certainly have those. Do you have money to pay?
Yes.
Well, that'll be 500 gold pieces. Minimum.
Walks out briskly.
Roll a d20. 17. Walks out.
Nope. So it appears that Vizard and Claudia are the only one left in the room.
Andrew
Sits outside.
You still got that bottle.
How much did you have?
Crunk thirsty.
Yeah.
You're gonna go ahead. So Claudia reaches into her own rather
forgot my own
hefty
name. It's
purse
Frank.
and pulls out 500 gold pieces,
Jesus Christ.
leaving her completely broke. 59 gold
I
pieces.
need some of those scalps.
So Andrew said, can they kill him and take his stuff?
You can certainly try.
Oh.
He is an enchanter after
Comes
all.
back inside.
I thought you were going to do that.
Oh,
for a
really?
second.
All right. I'm going to roll to kill him and take his shit.
I'm going to stand outside
5.
and drink.
5.
I am the worst at rolling now. I used to roll really good. I swear.
Hey, Crank. I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Oh.
Wisdom?
Oh.
No, I apologize. Yes, charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Charisma saving throw? So I'll roll this again.
Roll that. 6 plus.
For 2. So 8.
Yeah, so 8. You don't want to hurt Duke. Duke's a good guy. You want to leave right now, though.
Fine.
Come on, Kronk. Let's get drunk.
Hey,
We're saying Crank. Crank, I don't care what your name is. Let's get outside and have a drink. I got a bottle of whiskey.
My name's Crank. Let's get crunk.
Exactly.
Little Tootie said boo.
Sup, Tootie?
It's like,
Dude.
what if you're all done in my establishment? And he pulls out what can only be considered and described as a blunderbuss.
Well, we're outside, so we're fine.
Yeah.
It's like, wonderful. He casts a spell and the door slams shut. He uses mage hand and slams the door behind you.
So I'm just looking at him like,
Did you stay in?
God, I need to get out.
Yeah.
It's like,
I paid 500 gold. He better not be slamming that door in my face.
Your friends are quite ruthless.
They're idiots.
Good thing they don't know what they got into. Go ahead and leave. Thank you for your patronage, darling.
go look.
Pass me that bottle.
No, no, no. Being that.
Well, Kyle's drunk.
I have to bring my bottle level down.
All right, so you all decide to make your way to the old orc camp now that you've done some little bit of shopping.
Okay.
Let's do
Is
this.
that what you're doing?
I mean, that was the plan.
All right, so Crank, you have the directions of the place. Where are you going?
Going a day north.
Day north.
Half day.
It
Half
is-
day. I have half day.
Half day, right.
Jesus, we walked right past it. Thank you.
Good thing we got extra rations.
You
Bonding time.
it's about midday now, so it's going to be dark by the time you get there. So
I'm good.
So, you trek a half day's worth north. It is dark and spooky dooky.
Spooky dooky.
You go through a place colloquially known as the Misty Vale or the Veiled Woods.
Misty Vale. Sounds like a place to catch something from.
It is a forest that's shrouded in fog. You're lucky to see your hand in front of your face. Can I please get a fog cloud? That will do. It is also home of several vile rumors amongst the people of Holdwick. Several creatures have come from here and been slain here and have made their origins from here. You've heard tales of Bodax.
Do you have anything for light?
You've heard tales of Bodax, undead creatures that can kill you simply by looking at you.
Maybe I should just
You've
use
heard tales
invisibility and hide.
of grungs, poisonous little tree frog people.
Oh, lovely.
It's Toad.
From the X-Men.
You've also heard tales that the very flora likes to reach up and strangle as people walk through here.
God, I hear a lot, don't I?
It's a small town. It's not a small town.
It's not much.
We torched the forest.
Unfortunately, it is so wet and rainy here.
We have fog, right?
It is
Yeah.
foggy. It's very foggy.
Where are we? Or we're just entering the town?
As of right now,
Blindfolds.
you are on the tree line of the Misty Vale. You have not gone in yet. But it is nighttime and it is dark.
Well, what if I use Mask of the Wild and sneak down there and see if it's safe?
You want to sneak into the Misty Vale?
At least on the outskirts to see.
The Misty Vale is a tree line that goes about 3 miles to either side from where you are.
Is it close to the town?
You have several more days of traveling. At this point, you would have 4 days of traveling west along the tree line of the Misty Vale.
What are we doing?
Technically, we just camp and rest.
It is dark time.
Yeah.
Normally, this is when people rest.
We're not in the Misty Vale.
You're not in the Misty Vale. You're on the tree line.
So it's a good time to take a nap.
So,
Let's rest.
do you want to rest?
I'm down.
That'd be the best move.
All right. So, adventurer parties don't typically all sleep at the same time. Someone likes to keep watch and make sure nobody dies. So, who wants to take the first watch?
Well, I only need 4 hours.
Yep. So Keegan only needs 4 hours of meditation, and
Would that bring my health back?
yes, it is considered a long rest for you.
Skylar's back for a few minutes checking in.
Oh, yeah, we're still going.
So, what you do? So you're going to take up the first watch.
I just need 4 hours. Y'all need 8 technically, right?
Yeah.
The way it works is, you can take time watching as part of your long rest of like watching or standing up.
So I can
But you
still
can
rest.
you can still rest. Everybody has to spend at least 2 hours watching. But any more than that, and they can't get their long rest. So there's 4 of you. That's 8 hours. All of you could get a long rest, but you have to take turns.
I will take first watch.
So you take first watch.
I will take first
So
watch.
you're going to take 2 hours of watching.
Yes.
Give me perception check on your watch.
That would be 20.
20 total.
No, I mean,
Yeah, D20. Always the D20. Ooh. Ladies, that is a natural 1.
Oh,
That's the second one of the day.
so what had happened was,
Kyle
Drank
starts.
a lot.
Well, see, Keegan, he typically stays indoors these years after his years in the army.
I stay at the bar.
Keegan falls into a trance.
Uh-oh.
He falls asleep on the job.
Do I get my health back?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
Luckily, nothing happens.
Thank God.
And you come out of your trance about a half hour later, like, oh no, I fell asleep. Is everyone dead? No, no. Okay, no one knows anything. It's fine.
Slap both of y'all on the back of the head. Make sure you're alive.
So it is now time for somebody else to take their shift.
I'll take it.
Are you going? You're going to take.
Are
watch
you
next?
fully healed?
Yeah.
I haven't received any damage.
You're fine.
So you're good, and you're okay, right? So what are we doing? Who's taking the next 2 hours?
I already said I would.
Okay. So Visard is going to take. I'm sorry. I keep hearing that, and I keep thinking it's somebody with an accent saying wizard. Visard.
Wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
He be the
I'm a
wizard.
Harry Wizard.
So can
That's
I go ahead
actually
and give
accurate.
myself the health?
Yes, that you'll transfer 2 more hours, and then you'll have your full rest. So,
That's fine.
So as of right now, you're okay.
Okay.
But just keep in mind that if something were to happen before that happens, you don't have your health back.
Okay, so I'm still at 52 then.
Okay. Visard, make a perception check, please, as you are listening to the woods. Just make
9.
9 total. Pretty calm night. Out here under the stars, not a cloud in sight. Fog occasionally drifting out of the misty veil.
Okay.
So, a couple things happen at once.
Oh, dear God.
Fine.
You
All right.
hear scrambling, and it all happens within an instant. You hear scrambling, and as you see one arm part through the tree line, a second arm, a third, a fourth pulls through. You see a troll.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
A 4-armed troll, and this all happens like that, and immediately he's on you, and you're gonna take a multi-attack, which is 5 attacks from the troll.
Oh.
Ooh. And the weakest person on our team, too?
I'm screwed.
Ben is still here, Jamie.
All right. Good.
Plus 7. 2 claws? Okay. What is your AC there, Visard?
AC?
AC?
Armor class.
Armor class.
Oh, 11.
As a reaction, you can cast your mage armor.
Oh.
14.
7.
Almost forgot
That
about
is a 13. That is a 16. That is a 26. That is a 21. That is
Ouch.
a 15. That is a 14. All of those hit you.
You just got knocked the fuck out.
How much health do you have right now?
41.
41. You take, let's see. 2 more claws hit the same target. The troll rends the target, dealing an extra 2d6 slashing damage. So that is 4 claws. So that is 4d6 plus 2d6. That is 66
Ouch.
slashing damage.
I think I'm dead.
Need a Snickers.
Need a Snickers. Well, we need our healer, so this is gonna have to change.
Oh, you got lucky.
Wait,
Hopefully
do
somebody will
2,
blow up.
4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 slashing damage.
wait a minute. Am I still awake or am I still asleep?
You are just drifting off into another trance.
It is not your
That's
day.
17 damage?
It's 17. You all immediately hear the roar and bolt right up. You're awake. I need initiatives from everybody now that the surprise
Need what?
round is over.
Need what?
Initiatives. Roll a d20 and add your dexterity.
Oh, thank God.
That did
9.
not do me to go that high. I did not mean to go that high.
That's okay.
17.
Hold on. What was yours, Vizard?
9.
9. That's what I got. Crank
So-
got a 17.
So Tootie said the dude sitting at the end of the table, she thought it was Will Wheaton for a second.
Will Wheaton.
Who's Will
That is an insult.
We're not that
I
big.
do know that there are 20s on dices and 6s on dices. Matter of fact, I will show you.
Wait. Who said that?
Little Tootie?
Will Wheaton is known for his poor rolls, and I just summoned Will Wheaton. Keegan, what was your initiative, please?
Keegan, that's with dexterity, correct?
Yes.
22.
22. Keegan got a 22. Crank, what was yours? A 17, is that correct?
With dexterity plus 2 is 19.
Ooh, back up. That's not how
She
you
said,
spell
she's like, I'm a stoner. My eyes are never open.
it. Claudia, what was your initiative?
22.
22. Claudia, you have a higher dexterity bonus than Keegan, so initiative currently is Claudia, Keegan, Frank, Troll, Vizard. This is not going to go well for you.
You are having a very bad day.
I know, right?
Oh, just gonna let y'all know, it's 5 minutes till 2 hour mark.
Is it? Has it been going by that fast?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yes, it goes by quick.
I could sit
So
here and
after
play this for
you wanna hit
hours.
After this, you guys want to hit the BRB?
Yeah, we're going to do a quick bio break at the half-mile mark, and we will continue on.
If you'll let us know when that is,
Yeah, I
and
will.
we'll
right,
don't
so-
hit it until you let us know.
Yeah, I will.
So, yes, for sure, we're going to go ahead and crank this out. Claudia, it is your turn. You bolt upright. What are you doing?
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Go ahead.
Exterminate with extreme prejudice, please.
That's a natural 20.
Natural 20, the first crit of the night. He is also
27.
he has gone in combat, but so you don't have assassinate, but it's a natural 20, so you would double it anyway. And someone is in his melee range, so please go ahead and roll sneak attack and double your dice. Because it's a crit. For those uninitiated, when you roll a 20 on the 20-sided dice, any dice that you roll for damage is doubled. It is a critical hit.
So if you hit 20, you get double die.
Yes.
Cool.
42 damage.
42 damage. Ooh, that's why you have a rogue. And this creature has entered a status called bloodied. Bloodied
That sounds
is
bad.
bloodied is my way of telling you that the creature is below half HP.
Okay. So whose move, or is it still hers?
me.
It is still hers. What would you like to do?
Throw a dagger.
Throw a dagger. What's the total?
18.
It was an 11
hit.
plus what?
4 and 3.
You don't have proficiency.
15.
15. 15 is the armor class. Roll 1d4, please. 2. Okay. 2 plus your dex.
6.
So 6 total. Okay. So. Afterwards, what are you going to do?
That's it.
All right. So it is Claudia's turn is over. Keegan, it is your turn.
All right. Is he still holding him, or is he let go?
He is
of him?
currently just at like the way turns work. It all happens in an instant. He is currently just bearing down on him and starts.
I
smashing.
slide up in front of him and use protection.
The attack has already happened.
Damn.
But if you want to do that next time he attacks, you could do that.
So I could use protection on him, or do I?
The way it works is when a creature declares an attack. Now that you're awake, the next time he would declare an attack, you could use your reaction to interpose your shield between him and the creature,
Awesome.
and that creature would have disadvantage on these
So
strikes.
I will jump up in front of him,
Okay,
and let's see if we can take an arm.
you're gonna try to chop off an arm.
It's coming towards me. Might as well.
All right, go ahead and roll a hit.
Good luck, Alex.
Not bad.
What's that total?
Let's see. 4 plus strength.
Yes, plus proficiency.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11.
You reach and you land home, but it doesn't do anything. The thick hide of the troll resists your blade.
Hmm.
You have one more strike this turn. You also have access to maneuvers that you can use, as well as your protection, your interposing shield.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember most of my moves because I know I have second wind.
Second wind gives you healing.
Yeah, I have
Just checking on that.
action.
Action surge, you can
female?
use once per day, and you get a second action, which allow you to strike 2 more times, in addition to the 1 strike you already have left.
What about precision attack?
Precision attack, you roll an attack roll, and then you just declare you want to use precision attack. That's what you do, and then you roll a d8 and add it to the attack roll. And if it hits, you roll that same damage that the d8. You add that to damage as well.
I'll do precision attack,
All right,
I guess.
All right, precision. Add. That's a 7. Roll a d8.
So after Kyle's turn, it'll be after the 2 hour mark.
This is
so
the
we'll
D8,
play
right?
yours.
Yes.
Okay.
So 6.
All right. Add all those together plus your strength plus proficiency, please.
Oh, give me just a second. I don't.
And he brings out
my
the
brain.
calculator.
My brain is dead. I'm done.
13.
You've never
20.
been good at math.
No, I haven't. I'm better at other things. This ain't one of them. You said
We won't
plus
talk
strength.
about that here.
Plus strength. If I know your stats correctly, I believe it's an unnatural 20.
Yeah. It seems if that would get out of the way. Plus 4. Do I have precision?
Precision is the dice, the 8 that you
I mean, proficiency.
Yes.
I do.
Yes. So plus 3.
Why did it close? You dog shit.
All right, so you have a bonus of 4 to strength.
Yeah.
That would be 14.
14.
So that'd be 10,
10.
17 plus 3 proficiency is unnatural 20.
Yeah, you're right.
That is a half hour mark.
Is that our halfway marker?
Yes.
Now that I'm done embarrassing
Okay.
myself because my brain doesn't want to
So
work,
we will come back after a short bio break.
and we will find out the end result.
and we will see what happens. when
How
my
long of a
forks
break
roll.
are we taking?
5. Let's go for 5 minutes. That's up to you guys. You're
We'll do maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes? How long is the song?
Yeah.
It's on a loop.
It's on a loop?
Yeah.
All right, so we will be back in 5 minutes and we'll find out the end result, whether my math was going to save me or not.
Or if my ass keeps getting mauled.
And Alex is almost dead. You're still asleep. And we're having a unique time with this, four-armed troll. 4-armed troll. So we're going to see how this turns out. Maybe we'll actually make it to the location before the show is done. We'll see y'all in about 5 minutes. Mike's. Hello, everybody, and we are back. Sorry for the delay, but I think it is time that we find out the end result. So I hope you guys are back on your couches or wherever you were. Get comfy. We got another 2 hours of this, and who knows how this is going to end. To be well, Tommy knows, but nobody else knows. So
tragedy, my friends.
Oh,
tragedy.
God.
Maybe my ass will stop getting mauled.
Well,
Unlikely.
let's
He's
find
the
out.
squishy one.
Let's find out. So when we left off, what was going on?
So, what happened last is Keegan rushed out of his bedroll, as no tents were made, and assaulted the creature, landing a pretty decent blow. So, we're going to see how much damage Keegan did with that blow.
All right.
So, roll a d8 for your sword.
6.
6. You also used a d8 for your precision strike. Do you recall the number on that d8?
I think it was a 6 then, too.
6. So, now add your strength bonus to that, please.
So we have 12 plus 4.
16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
16 damage. Not looking so hot. All right, Keegan, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
You know what?
You have a bonus action.
Well, I did say precision action. Attack, excuse me. Precision attack.
Yes.
So that was done.
That was done.
Okay. So, yeah, I think...
Get this mauling motherfucker off of me!
I guess I'm just going to throw my shield up and wait. And
So the way your intermittent shield for your defensive ability works is you have to spend what's called a reaction. You have an action, a bonus action, movement, and also a reaction.
Okay.
A reaction is only comes into play where abilities or spells, for the most part. You can do what's called holding an action. Say you want to wait until something specific happens, like I want to push this button when the orc runs through the door. I want to hold my action to do that. So you can do that to hold your action.
I'll stand my ground and wait for the swing, I guess.
Okay. So after Keegan, Crank, you are cranky from being woken up.
Yeah.
That's
Somebody
my,
woke disturb my slumber.
that's my one.
That's kind of big words for their.
No.
Sleepy. Yeah, crank tired. Crank hangry.
So what is Crank doing?
What enemies have we got?
Just the one large four-armed troll.
Okay. Me come for you, fluffy one.
What do you plan on doing to save
Right.
Fluffy?
So,
Do this.
Caleb wants to know.
And then,
Caleb wants to know. Can shape-shifting type characters turn into inanimate objects like cups and shit?
Typically, no. The 9th level spell, True Polymorph, can. However, that is a 9th level spell and nowhere near the realm of our adventurers.
Right now, we're only level 5s.
Yes. Shapeshifters cannot turn into objects, only creatures. And regular polymorph, for the record, only turns into beasts. Specifically. What was your total? Are you attacking?
All right, I'm attacking.
All right, go ahead and roll.
With?
Your axe.
With my axe, sharp end.
Sharp end? All right,
Sharp
roll to hit.
Go for the arms.
5.
What's the
maybe
total?
later.
10. Give me a different D20.
I'll give you the mulligan.
Mulligan.
Or you can use this one.
Pick one, damn it.
All right, I got to roll a 5. My strength is plus 5. That's a 10.
10 total. Plus proficiency, so 13.
Proficiency. Where's my proficiency?
Up at top.
It's right there. Plus 3.
Oh, yeah, 3.
Hey,
So
we was
13
only
total.
gone 5 minutes and you forgot how to play.
So 13, unfortunately, is not the armor class of the creature. You take your axe and just right in the ribs, and it just stops at the bone. It's like, this is a thick hide creature. You have one more strike you can do during your turn.
All right.
Chop his head
I'm
off.
gonna go for the eyes or something.
You're going to go for the eyes. It's got 2 big bulbous eyes.
How tall is he?
Eye to eye with Crank.
So
Okay.
you're big enough you could do it.
So Caleb said
So
that
I'm gonna
sucks.
go-
I'd be an assassin. Turn into random objects and hide in shops where those items don't belong, just to mess with guards.
Never see it coming. That's a
I'm
prop
going
hunt.
to go for the head.
All right, roll to
Really?
hit.
Kill Thanos, please.
11.
Plus 3, plus 5.
That's 16, 17, 18,
19.
19.
19 hits. Roll a d12. Nope, not that one. Nope.
Good job, Kronk.
Where'd you put my d12?
I didn't have it. Roll D12. 2.
Plus strength.
Strength.
Top.
Plus 5.
So 7.
7.
You are not raging, so you don't get that plus 3, unfortunately. So 7 damage. Got it. And that was your 2 strikes. Would you like to go into a regular rage? If you go into another frenzy rage, you risk another level of exhaustion.
No. I'll go to regular.
Regular rage?
Yeah.
All right, regular rage. Regular rage.
Regular rage.
Rage level 1.
All right, so
Kyle level 1.
you typically in the future you want to rage before your strikes, but this is okay.
We're newbies.
Newbies. So now you know you have a lesson to look back on. So that is the end of Crank's turn. It is the Troll's turn. And see,
Me.
trolls are special creatures. As you quite notice, as immediately the wounds that it has sustained start stitching themselves together.
He's Wolverine.
And you watch as they start healing. The troll heals quite a bit of damage.
And he's still mauling me this whole
He
time.
is currently on you.
White on rice
he's
and
on-
snowstorm with a paper plate.
So is he attacking?
How much health do you have left?
Not much.
24?
24. He's going to go ahead and try to down you, so you're no longer a threat.
Protection.
When was he ever
You're going
a
to throw a
threat?
shield up?
I'm throwing my shield up. I got to keep him alive. I got to keep the healer up. So that's what I'm here for.
He's going to
some
have
sort of-
disadvantage on attacks against him. So I'm going to have to roll these individually. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, so the first strike out of 5. That is an 8 plus 7. That is a 13. That hits. That is a 5 plus 7. That is a 12. That hits. Let's go ahead and do damage for those.
Hold on. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
More? Much more!
All right, so that will be 46 currently. Let's see if that's enough to do you in so he can move on to one of your friends.
Oh, how lovely.
I know. I told you to quit letting him on me.
I put a shield up.
I thought I had something.
What's 15 plus 8?
Huh?
23?
That would be 18, 19, 20,
You
21.
have taken
23.
23 points of slashing damage. How much do you have left?
1.
1. Oh no. Well, you're going to get another one.
As
You have a
reaction,
potion.
He cast armor.
What?
Mage armor.
Yeah, I was asking about that earlier. Like, don't I have some sort of armor? Or a defense?
So one
Or
of those ones hit.
what is it? Armor or
You
shadows?
you
on it?
actually haven't had an opportunity to go yet.
Ah.
So you're at 1 HP. The troll has 2 more attacks. He sees fit to put you down before you're a threat. He has disadvantage. That is an 8 plus 7. That is a 15. That's 15. That hits. And no need to roll damage. You are unconscious.
Our healer's down.
The healer is down.
Lay down. Lay down.
The the troll is going to spend his last attack going after the person who just intermitted himself.
Yep.
Well, there's 2 of you now.
Yep.
He looks in the eyes of Crank. Keegan.
Intimidation level.
Keegan, unfortunately, he does not get disadvantage against attacking you. So it is going to be a straight roll with a bite attack. That is a 19.
That bites.
Yeah, that bites.
So what, I get clawed to death and you get bit? Lucky?
Lucky how?
Bites a lot quicker than...
You take 11 piercing damage as the fangs of the troll pierce into your neck. It hurts. It
I'm
burns.
still at 52, so that would put me down to 41. Because the sleep never technically went through.
Yep.
Yep.
That is the end of the troll's turn. Vizard, you are unconscious. Darkness is clawing at your corpse. I need you to roll a d20 and tell me what you got. Don't roll a 1.
Do not roll a 1.
It's a 1.
Is it really?
It is a
What
1.
For those who are unaware of how death works in D&D, there's a system called death saves. If you fail 3 death saves, you immediately die. If you succeed in 3 successes, 3 death saves, you are still unconscious, but you are stable. A natural 1 automatically gives you 2 failed death saves.
Ouch.
If he is struck again, that is the end of Izard. Or if it comes around to his turn again and he's not awake, he has to roll another one. And if that's the failure, that's it. That's
You ain't got any
done.
potions handy?
If
I have 2.
if someone wants to typically, all right, so as another homebrew rule, it's quite popular. Typically it is an action to consume a potion.
I know.
My rule is that it is a bonus action to use it on yourself. It is an action to use it on somebody else.
Okay.
So that is what you're looking at currently.
So somebody's going to have to risk it.
Claudia, it is your turn.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? Your cleric's down.
I need to stabilize him.
You're gonna try to stabilize him.
Yeah.
You rush over. You don't have a kit. So give me a medicine check, please.
Oh, geez.
Natural 20.
No, that wasn't rolled.
That was
nice try.
Roll
Roll
a
it.
beautiful roll.
It's fine.
That's a 1.
Ow.
Damn.
Wait, it's a 4.
That's a. When you try to stabilize a creature with a medicine check, it requires a DC of 10 or higher. Unfortunately, you cannot stop the bleeding.
Character is so
Should have
F.
totally took that natural.
Claudia, that was your action. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
Can I try to stabilize him as a bonus action?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, just throw a dagger then.
You're going to throw a dagger,
Yeah.
leaving yourself exposed, not hidden. Go ahead. 18?
Now you roll a high number.
I know!
Well, she did roll that 20.
25!
That definitely hits. Roll 1d4 plus your dexterity, please. That is a 1.
5.
5 damage.
It is in the gods. You must die.
Looking like it.
Claudia, that's the end of your turn. Keegan, your
Yes.
friend is down and not looking so good.
Damn it.
What would you like to do?
I've got to.
Shove one of the healing potions down my throat.
That's
That
what I
might
was
work.
thinking. Can that be done?
Yes, you can force feed a humanoid that is unconscious a potion, but it requires your full action to make sure it doesn't go into their lungs.
You owe me.
Let's
You
just hope this
owe
works.
me.
Don't roll a 1.
You don't have to roll for it.
I will immediately turn around and just stick the bottle in his mouth. Basically.
Roll 2d4 plus 2.
Dude.
Those. What is the total?
I don't know what this is. I can't read. So 1 and a 2. That's
So 3 plus 2, 5. You heal 5 HP and no longer on the threat of dying. Your eyes flutter open. God, that hurts.
you owe me.
But he is no longer currently of the fear of death. Now, Keegan, that was your action.
Yeah.
You have a bonus action.
I do.
Run.
There's not a lot you can do with your bonus action.
Not really.
You have you have been hurt.
I have been hurt, but I have. What about second wind?
Second wind, I believe.
Since I haven't used it yet.
You also have action surge that you can use as a bonus action.
What is action surge 100%?
Action surge lets you take another action, which in your case will be 2 more attacks.
Phone's dead.
But you can only time. It is 4:26.
26. We got time.
So, James, with your permission, if you have to leave, do you mind if I control your character so they get?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Maybe he'll actually get some
So-
good dice rolls.
Yeah, maybe I get some good rolls in.
Maybe.
Wait, I have combat.
Wait, we have a backup.
I have the battlefield as well, right?
What are you talking about?
I can control the battlefield, meaning I could.
That was an expression. It's not an ability.
Ah, damn it! That makes sense. Okay, well, you know what? Second wind gives me HP, correct?
Second wind gives you HP. It's not coming up here, so I will just look at fighter and pull it up. Kill dead air.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Well,
how much health do you have now?
5.
You have 5.
5.
It is a bonus action to use
He has
second
an empty
wind.
battery with an exclamation point in it.
It is also a bonus action to use action surge.
Caleb said he wishes he could join.
Actually, I apologize.
I have a
It is
plan.
not a
if my
bonus to use
character's
action
still
surge. You can
alive
just
when it
use
gets to me
And
again.
you get your bonus action
Everybody has a plan
and 2
till they get
attacks.
mauled to
But you can
death.
only use
Yeah, I
action
know,
surge
right?
once a day.
Once a day, and we still haven't rested yet, so that's perfect. I can go ahead and do that.
You're going to second wind to heal yourself a little bit. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So that is 1d10 plus your fighter level. So 1d10 plus 5. So please roll that for me.
1d10. The d10 is
The double pyramid. That's it.
That's one.
That's it.
That's it.
10.
10 plus 5, so that's 15.
15. So you heal 15 HP as your bonus action, and you have 2 more strikes as your action surge has kicked in. Please roll 2 attacks against the troll, unless you want to kill one of your friends. That's obviously an option.
How much gold do you guys have?
It's a critical. It's a 20. Those are Magic the Gathering dice.
I did not like that. I just barely heard it through the mic.
So I rolled a 6.
What's the total there, friend?
I thought you said
10.
that twice, didn't you?
Total of 10.
It's a 10.
Plus your proficiency.
Oh, do I have proficiency?
Yes.
So 13.
13. Unfortunately,
That's not
not gonna cut it. So your first strike slides across the thick hide of the troll. Roll another one
Sweaty belly.
for your 4th strike.
Can
Caleb
I
says stab the healer.
switch to my bow?
Caleb says stab the healer.
You are within melee range using a ranged weapon. You will have disadvantage on the shot.
Never mind then. Stick with what I got. 6. It's not enough. I got the same thing again.
Absolutely. This is not going so well.
No, it's not. Are you gone?
No.
All right, so Keegan just cannot put blows into this poor creature. It is now Crank's turn. Crank, you want to hit it?
Yeah.
All right, you are raging.
Raging, yes, I want to rage.
Raging level 1.
So please make 2 strikes against the troll.
14.
Plus 5, plus 3, so plus 8 total. 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8, 14.
26. No, I'm sorry.
Caleb
14
says
plus
this will be a short stream.
22.
We're already at
That
2
def-
hours.
that
Wait,
definitely
who
hits.
said that?
Caleb.
Caleb.
Dude, we're getting close to 3.
No, Caleb said this will be a short strength. We're all dying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So 22 definitely hits. Please roll a d12 and add 3 to the damage roll along with everything else because you are raging. It's a 9.
9, 10,
Hey, White
12,
Wolf, does this remind you of
12
Divinity
plus
much?
strength. Bonus.
Original Sin?
5 more. 17 total, I believe. 12 plus 5.
12 plus 5, yeah, 12, 13, 14, 17, yeah.
17. Actually.
Did you get him?
Is that right? No.
Kitty.
Did you
That's
get him?
right. Get it! Get it! Nope, that's all right. So he is not down.
What are you good
However-
for? You big oaf.
You have that was your first strike, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You have one more strike you would like to use, I'm assuming.
Yeah, go ahead and use that one.
Go for the head.
15.
Caleb said a bit
20
mix
totally
of
hits.
Neverwinter 2.
All right.
Roll 1d12,
Dead
the
on.
same one, and then add 3 again because you're raging.
12, 13, 14, 15.
Crank, how would you like to do this? Describe your kill.
Describe the kill.
In detail, please.
In detail.
In detail.
I'm going to run up, take a leap, come straight down,
Aim for the head.
and aim for go straight for the in between the eyes.
Bam! The skull shatters and splits, just like falls open. The troll steps back, trying to maintain, and it just falls over to the back. The body twitching and writhing like a snake does.
Can I loot it?
You can certainly look for loot. Where would you like to loot it?
Everywhere.
But
Prison wallet.
Prison wallet! Unfortunately, the troll was not carrying anything.
Can we take its scalp?
It doesn't look like a goblin, but you can certainly take it.
I don't need it. I'm not carrying extra weight for shit I can't get paid for.
Give me, Vizard, now that you're Not dead. An intelligence check, please.
Seven.
Plus intelligence.
10.
That's a D10, not a D20. Please roll a D20.
In the middle.
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle.
Top row middle.
It's right in front of you. There you go.
I'm blind.
We know.
Yeah.
20.
Natural 20. You've studied the arcane. You're aware of several magical creatures and what benefits they may have. In particular, trolls are often sought out and killed and slain and harvested for their healing factor. A kidney,
Right now.
the kidney of a troll excretes a magical enzyme used in potion making to help cure wounds.
I'm gonna rip that kidney out.
You start harvesting a
Could
kidney.
I harvest it?
Who would like to harvest the kidney from the troll? There is 2 kidneys. So
We'll
we're going to
split them in half, and we have 4 pieces.
I want everything,
Uh-oh.
not just the kidney.
So the way this is going to go is I'm going to have someone roll a survival check to cut and clean the troll. Someone can make the roll, and someone can give them advantage on the roll.
Who has the largest survival?
I have 3.
I have 3.
You're proficient. Add your wisdom. Survival is somewhere in here.
I'll get bottom.
6.
Caleb said, is anybody else watching?
Nobody's watching.
It's okay.
That's our old show.
Yeah.
And he said, did they win? I'm guessing they did.
Yes.
Win.
Yes,
The
they-
troll is dead, and we're trying to divvy up the kidneys because they can be used for healing
I just want to
properties.
rip
Crank-
it out and eat it and see if it heals me.
Crank has a +6 to his survival check for gutting animals and things.
Let Crank have it.
Crank, are you going to carve this creature up?
Yeah.
All right, roll me a d20, please, and add your
10,
and add your
15.
add your survival skill just by itself.
Okay, 16.
16. You take some time and you've carved many an animal. You know where kidneys are, you know where hearts, lungs, everything else is. You managed to pluck 2 perfectly intact kidneys from the back side of the troll.
That's why I was doing this right
They
here.
look
Kidney
like
right
kidneys.
in there.
Are teeth worth anything?
I mean, to tooth fairies, maybe.
What about the testicles?
Are they real?
You want the truth, or would you like me to lie?
Wait, is Ben still
No,
watching?
it's been still watching.
Lie. That'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
It'll do. It'll do.
That'll do.
All right, so we have the kidneys. Now, does anybody have... What would you use to brew the potion with it?
That would be alchemical supplies.
What if you just outright ate one of the kidneys?
Would you like to do that?
Will it help him?
At 5 HP, I'm tempted.
Crank definitely doesn't know.
Well, hold on
I
now.
just know where the shit is.
How would we be able to figure that out?
Vizar, give me another Arcana check, please.
And say, before you go shoving things in your mouth, Alex.
White Wolf said
How's
D10
your
for a
Arcana?
lie.
D10 for a lie. Okay. So doesn't work that way.
Oh.
However, after a nice long rest, your wounds will be healed, barring any more interruptions.
I don't see that happening. We still got to go through that forest.
You actually get to walk alongside the forest. You actually don't have to enter.
Oh, we won't go. Okay, I
Yep.
thought we had to enter it.
No, you have to. You went half a day north.
We're on
and
the
then
road.
3 days west. So you actually are skirting along it the entire
Okay, I
way.
thought we had to go into it.
Nope. So you all try to lay back down and trance and rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of your night is uneventful, and you all wake up fresh the next morning.
Thank God.
All of your health has been restored. The abilities that are once per day have been restored. Crank, you are no longer exhausted, so you no longer have disadvantage on ability checks.
All right.
Awesome. So,
Crank, get coffee and Snickers.
all right. So you begin your travel time. 3 days west.
3 days west.
Long, arduous, rocky hills.
Oh,
Luck.
that's going to be tiring.
What's our uptime?
We got time. Because we started at 2.
2:34 is what it's saying.
34.
start. So we've got about an hour and a half left to keep going.
So, for expediency's sake, the 3 days of travel go by relatively uneventful. You take your breaks when you need it, eat when you need to. No more midnight troll encounters.
No more midnight maulings.
Thank God.
And then you begin your path one day south. You're pretty familiar with this place, Crank. This is your old stomping grounds.
Yeah.
You've
Where
hunted.
my family or tribe.
We in your hood.
Yep. Those bastards.
Those fuzzy nuts.
The what?
Those fuzzy nuts. Those fuzzy nuts.
Oh.
That's not the one I was going to use. So you manage to make your way south, and you come across as you crest a hillside, you look down at your old stomping grounds. There are several orcs roaming around. Some of them are cleaning kills they had. Some of them are cleaning kills other people made.
Yeah.
There are orcs fighting.
So tribal system.
Tribal system. Very, very much tribal. Everybody takes part. Everybody works. If you don't work, you don't eat.
Alex. No.
Hey, I was sitting there getting mauled.
His position was meat shield. He fulfilled it very well. You could almost say he almost gave his life for it.
Meat shield.
So, they currently have not spotted you. Would you like to be stealthy, or would you like to stroll right into the camp?
Well, technically, I still have Mask of the Wild, and you're a rogue. Can y'all go invisible? Can you hide? I mean, you can blend in.
Yeah, but they left me for a reason.
He has a point.
How about I just hang back?
What's the play?
So you're gonna split the party?
Oh, shit.
That evil look.
I don't know if I like this now.
Well, see, Crank doesn't have a lot of, James doesn't have a lot of foreknowledge from his background. But Crank got into an altercation with the current herd leader. Crank didn't like being talked down to.
Ooh.
And this orc himself only had a half inch on you at best. So you thought maybe he shouldn't lead the herd anymore. Maybe it should be me. And you saw fit to voice those thoughts. It didn't end well for you. You were left beaten, abandoned,
Torn for dead. Nothing left. No, okay.
You managed to survive in the wilderness, recover your wounds, and you sought friendship elsewhere. You sought a job, something to do, something to keep your idle hands at bay with. And adventuring suited you just fine.
Okay.
That is bringing Crank up to speed.
Do these orcs seem friendly?
They're orcs. Typically, no.
I had to ask. Just had to ask. That's all. He was nice.
Sometimes.
Okay. What's the play? This is your
I
homeland.
mean, do we need to go into the village or around the village to get to the other side?
As of right now, give me a perception check to scout the area. All of you can if you would like.
12.
8, 12? Is that total? Add your perception skill.
23.
23. 14.
14.
14.
9.
9. Well, Crank, you know the area. It's been changed a little bit. But one thing that hasn't changed, and Claudia sees this the same, on the far end of the camp lies buried into another hill a set of white marble stone doors that are currently unguarded. This is the elvish bunker that you have been the ruins that your herd have been sitting on.
Right.
And it looks like they got the door open.
What is Elvish for friend? Sorry.
Mon ami?
Morlock.
Thinking about using invisibility and just sneaking in.
I figured I'd blend in and sneak in myself, is what I was thinking. The problem is him.
You see about 20 orcs roaming around, as well as dozens of little goblins.
Now, where are the doors?
Cahoots with the goblins?
Yes, the orcs
Oh,
in
yeah,
this.
I remember.
Can we sneak around the side of the village?
The foliage here is rather dense. The inside of the camp has been cleared out for ease of travel and no snake bites in the but the inside has been mowed and cleaved down, but the perimeter of the camp is rather tall grass.
So they have a groundskeeper.
So it is possible to bypass the camp entirely with stealth.
I think I'm going to use invisibility and just go.
All right, so you all want to try to sneak around the camp.
I'll use a Mask of the Wild and blend right in.
All right, Mask of the Wild gives you advantage, and when you have partial cover, so please make a stealth roll with advantage, please. Vizard, you're going to cast invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Please make a stealth roll with advantage. What was yours? That
17.
27. Please make a stealth check. That is dexterity plus your d20. I don't believe you're proficient in stealth.
Where is dexterity? Oh, there it is.
Is there anything I need to add to on
This is
mine?
a saving throw. These are your skills. You're going to look for
just
You would add stealth. So, second from the bottom, you add that number
The
on your
charisma?
skills.
Awesome.
Dexterity.
Oh, dexterity?
Unless you're proficient in stealth.
Keegan, what was your
Which I don't.
stealth
I
roll?
only got one.
All
in stealth.
together,
That's
with
check.
that plus
So it'd be what, 18?
the bonus, yeah, I'm looking at 9. Now, I don't need proficiency, right? I don't need proficiency?
Are you proficient in stealth? Is the bubble bubbled in?
Negative. So no.
Oh, Caleb said, "Oh God, Kyle's doing math."
Claudia, what did you get for
You
your
should have come back earlier.
stealth check?
Yeah, this is the most math he's done since high school.
Yeah.
Crank, what was your total?
19 plus 2, 21.
21.
21.
Vizard, what was your total?
18.
18. So, this is what's called a cumulative group check. You all make your rolls, they are added together and averaged out, and then you spit out a new number, and that determines how your group moved as a group. Luckily, you all rolled really well, except Keegan.
We're not going to discuss that. Okay?
You did bad maths.
I tried to save you. Don't judge me.
So the average that I'm looking here is about 16 with, oh no, it's going to be about an 18 with Keegan's low robe pulling it down, which was the DC that I had met, what I had set. So you managed to creep along quietly, and you get to the front door of this elven stronghold.
So Caleb said, "With my luck, we would all be dead."
Yeah.
I would like a perception check, please.
D20.
Yes, always.
17.
24.
24.
Wait, perception check is just whatever you roll?
Yep.
Okay, so 17.
Maybe plus wisdom.
19.
Oh, plus wisdom?
I got a 19.
So everybody
Oh,
got
you add
above
wisdom?
15?
Oh, you had wisdom to it?
Yes, perception is a wisdom skill.
So that'd be.
So I got 20. I got an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
All right. Everybody rolled above a 15. You hear a very faint melody, a tune. Is that coming through the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up. No, that's not it, actually.
I was thinking more like Hobbit.
United States.
That is the tune that you hear from this door.
It's coming from within.
It seems like it's coming from within.
Do we go in?
Door's open.
Are there any traps?
Give me an investigation check looking for traps.
See, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, we're dummies. We just walk right in.
You can get mauled to death.
Oh, we're dead.
19.
19 total?
Yeah.
That was a 7 plus what?
17.
17? Okay. All right. Well, it's a good thing. Because as Keegan blindly walks in, Claudia snatches him by the collar and points to the plate that he was about to step on, raised about a half-inch above the surface of the floor. We've entered a proper dungeon run.
Caleb says sounds like kids' music. Have fun.
All right, so you find the trap. You can point it out to everybody so they can bypass it, or you can try to disarm it. It's up to you.
So it's kind of like a bear trap?
It's it's a stone plate that matches the marble of the floor, and it seems to be elevated a half-inch above the rest of the floor.
Pressure switch.
I have that bottle of whiskey that's empty, so technically I just have a bottle.
I'll disarm it.
You're going to disarm it. Give me a dexterity check with proficiency using your thieves' tools.
Ooh.
26.
26. You reach under and you pry it ever so closely, and you throw a pebble under there so it sticks. The trap is disarmed. The pressure plate system can no longer be activated unless it is reactivated by somebody else.
When we get a little reactivate.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
Can we what?
I'm gonna reactivate it when we get in. When we all get in past it.
So in other words, when we go running outside.
Yes. That is exactly.
Comes in after us, they could trip it.
Yeah. All right. So
That's what I'm hoping for.
you all step over the currently disabled pressure plate. Once you're all inside, Claudia removes the pebble, and now it is a reactivated trap. Hopefully you remember that on your way out.
Caleb says usually just an arrow first. Later you will find the rolling stone balls.
No, 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 no.
All right, little poisonous darts.
So
come out of the walls.
let's keep on task and try to move forward so we don't run out of time.
Yeah.
All right. So, you all hear skittering sounds. More goblins screaming at each other.
Move that out of the way! Move it! We gotta get in deeper. We gotta find what's under here.
What do we do? So we keep going?
How many of them is it?
You hear, just from listening, not seeing, you hear about 5 or 6 different voices screaming at each other.
Can I stealth on my own?
You want to go on ahead and inspect the area?
I would like to stealth.
All right, go ahead and give me a
Jamie, Ben said he
that is a
off.
Okay.
that is
Love you,
a
son.
that was a natural 20 for her stealth roll. And it's a critical success. Typically, a natural 20 will result in a success unless the DC is higher, because there are some actions deemed nearly impossible that require a DC 30 or higher. But for this case, there's no hope that these goblins are going to see you. So, what would you like to do? Unless you give yourself away, of course.
I go ahead.
She's like, fuck these guys. I don't need them.
So, how many people are there?
You're going to go
Check
inspect.
for traps as well. On the
Give me
way.
an investigation check to look for traps along the way.
Caleb said get an
19.
Pretty confident you don't see any more traps along the way. You come across a hallway that you go down this hallway for quite a while, and then you take a quick right, and the entire thing is coated in ivy and thick jungle-like vines where it has grown through from the cave. The dirt above the cave has roots seeped into this, and they're growing ivy off the roots. You like to continue?
There is no goblins.
The pathway continues, and you hear the voices past this area.
Okay, well, I assume they are following.
Are you guys following?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so you.
Follow little girl.
All right, so you are all following. Okay.
We can get the scalps.
Wait, how'd the rest of us get past the goblins?
You haven't got there yet. The goblins are up ahead. You're
She's still heading towards them.
Wouldn't my invisibility still be active from earlier?
invisibility at how long does?
He's like,
Why am I
I
asking
don't
you?
remember.
I'm pretty sure it would still be active.
10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Or
Yes.
concentration.
Concentration of 10 minutes. It would still be active.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Concentration up to 1 hour. It would definitely still be
So
active.
Mask
yeah.
of the Wild would still be active as well?
Mask of the Wild is not a spell. It's just a ability that you can use. So yes, you can still get advantage. Actually, it's not advantage. You are allowed to hide in dim or slightly obscured. So this would be something that would give you the opportunity to hide.
Oh, heck, I just want to go ahead and slip on past them too then.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the ivy, try to go into continue on to see if you can get to the room with the goblins in it.
Yeah.
All right. This is why the mage stays behind.
Well, I mean, I was like 5 feet ahead of them, so.
I need. Actually, I don't need anything from either of you. You watch as the vines lash out and start wrapping around your compatriots.
Oh, of course, Alex.
There are 2 of these vines that are lashing out.
Oh, fine.
No.
That's a 1.
Oh.
Claudia's fine.
Oh, no.
That is a 5 plus 6. That is an 11. What's your armor class? What's your armor class?
11.
I'll take
11.
that one.
That hits. I'm sure you would have. Too bad. The vine lashes itself around your throat and you start choking. You are grappled. You also take 66 poison damage at the start of each of your turns. So I need initiative now. You are officially in combat with vines.
Wait, all of us?
Yes.
I need to roll.
Yep.
And you said...
Initiative. So D20 plus Dex bonus.
D20 plus dexterity.
Yep.
19, 20.
20.
I have 18.
Okay.
Plus 2, 3.
Crank is at a 3. Well,
Crank, you just
Vizard, what
killing
was
it.
yours?
Huh?
Vizard, what was yours?
20.
20. Claudia.
21.
21.
Caleb said the goblins are gonna see this.
2. Well, Claudia, so no surprise, you're going first.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise! Claudia, then Vizard. Vizard, be thinking about what you would like to do with your turn.
We need some hocus pocus stuff, bro.
Even fire blasting plants.
You have spent way too long playing Pokemon.
Claudia, what would you like to do?
Fire beats
Cut him
grass.
down?
You're gonna try to cut him down? Do you have a blade?
Yeah.
What blade do you have?
Rapier.
Rapier? Rapier does piercing damage. Kind of hard to cut with a rapier.
You gotta go back and
You have
You gotta
daggers.
kind of like use it as a assault.
Fine.
You're gonna use a dagger?
Yeah.
All right, roll to hit, please.
18.
18 definitely hits.
How many vines are there?
There are 2.
$14 damage.
14 damage.
Caleb said Alex's fireball idea isn't bad, but got to worry about burning yourself.
Okay. So you stab it. Doesn't let go.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, dagger.
Yep.
Okay.
19. Plus 4.
Next time you'll have to roll it, but I'll let you have that
That was
one.
totally a roll.
That was totally wrong.
We'll allow that.
I'll allow it.
11 damage.
Okay. Did you roll to hit? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Okay, I'm sorry. 11. What did you add?
Dexterity and proficiency.
You don't add proficiency to damage.
8 damage.
Okay. Got it. So, after Claudia Vizard, it is your turn. You are being choked. I'm assuming you don't want to be choking anymore.
Not in particular.
Please make, if you would like, you can either choose to remain grappled and have your own action, or you can spend your action to try to escape. It's your
I'm gonna
choice.
try to blast it.
You're gonna with what?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast is it's a ranged attack, and at this range you'll have disadvantage because it is point blank.
So,
Kind of hard to get your hands as you're struggling.
Caleb asked, he said, are we supposed to be quiet? I only joined about 30 minutes ago and no one's talking.
Let the chat speak all they want. Absolutely.
Yep.
But
which one was Armor of Shadows? No. I'm trying to think of anything close range defense.
You have a short sword.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll cut at it with the short sword.
all right, roll to hit, please. You are grappled, so you have disadvantage. Is that a 1?
Yes.
A natural one.
Keegan, also because I forgot, it is the start of your turn, and you're going to take some poison damage as the needles start burying into your throat from the assassin vine.
When did I get hit with an assassin?
I'm sorry, not Keegan, Vizard.
I was going to say.
That is
Maybe I should have used
1, 2,
blast.
so 3, 9, 10, 11, 15, 19. You take 19 poison damage as the needles bury themselves into Vizard's throat. Not looking so good. But and you're swinging wildly, trying to cut down the vines Tarzan style, and having no luck. Vizard, that is the end of your turn. Keegan, it's your turn now. Your friend is not doing so well.
He never is.
Again.
He breathes dying. That's what it is.
All he wants to do.
So
Seems like
I
it.
have distance, and I am not captured, correct?
That is correct.
How far of a distance do I have? Like 5 feet?
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of you. It's a small, narrow hallway.
Can I use Firebolt?
You can use Firebolt. You might hit your friend. But
We'll take the chance.
At this point?
I'm a punching bag at this point.
Let me help.
I'm assuming you're to step back a few feet so that you're within effective range.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
16.
Plus your intelligence bonus,
Intelligence plus 2, so that would be 18.
plus your proficiency.
3, 19, 20, 21.
That definitely hits. Please roll damage for Firebolt. I believe it is a 2d10 at your level.
2d10. That is the...
Yeah, that's a d10 you have there.
Okay. I need another one.
There should be 2 in that set. Yep. That is a 8 and a 9.
How's it going, Mr. Moderator?
So 17.
How you like
So
being
17.
the moderator?
17
pretty
damage.
good.
Nice.
Chat quiet.
Yeah. Oh, Caleb just said he was chilling.
17, 9. You hurl a firebolt, and immediately the vine recoils and releases Vizard and starts to burn to ash. There's one left.
You're alive. I saved you. You're welcome.
All right.
I'm not dead this time.
Keegan, you have a bonus action. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Well, I guess I can try to free her.
She's not grappled.
I thought she was.
Nope. I don't believe so.
Oh, what am I doing?
Your
Sleeping.
turn is coming after Keegan.
Okay.
There's another vine. I will use an arrow this time.
Arrow. Okay.
How big is this vine? Like, how big around diameter?
About the size of your arm, about thick.
So do I use plus dexterity?
For bow, yes, dexterity and proficiency, but not to damage.
Okay, so I would use 16, 17, 18, 19.
19 does hit. Please roll damage. You will add your d20 plus your dexterity, but not your proficiency, because proficiency is not added to damage.
Oh,
You roll a d8, not
So,
a d20.
1d8. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that again. 1d8.
that one.
Yep. That is a 1. Please add your dexterity to that.
Dexterity might be plus 3, so 4.
So 4. Okay.
7 damage for the proficiency.
You don't have proficiency damage. Unfortunately, the assassin vine is resistant to piercing damage, so he takes half of 4. He takes 2 piercing damage.
I got you free,
Yeah.
and I started to injure the other one. Not much, but just a little.
Just enough to peeve it off.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Is that correct?
I believe that is correct. I'm still at a distance. I'm safe. He has been freed, and I've started damaging the other vine.
Crank, it's your turn. You actually get to go before the vines.
Crank, you get to go.
All right.
There's one assassin vine left.
All right. Gonna attack it, of course.
Absolutely.
Bladed side.
Bladed
Try
side,
and chop it.
chop it down. I think James is channeling Will Wheaton. How about that?
15.
15. Let's just banish that one.
That's retired.
15. All right, so add
Caleb
your
said
strike.
no axes.
20.
20 total.
Yeah.
All right, that definitely hits.
Oh,
Please
question
roll
mark?
damage. That's your D12.
Huh?
What?
Caleb said
5.
no axes as a question.
No axes?
Yeah, axes.
There are axes.
James is
I'm guessing
wielding
he's
one.
asking if there is any.
Oh,
axes.
yes.
Yeah, I'm using one.
Yeah, James is actually using
please-
one.
So add your strength to that.
5, so 10.
10 damage. All right.
Plus my 2.
You carve into it, and the vine splits open and starts pouring what would be sap, but it appears to be black ichor, like blood.
Oh.
So it's dead.
It's not dead. It is wounded.
Legend of Zelda.
All right.
Yeah.
You have another strike for your multi-attack.
This one.
Yep. I hate, James, that you're having such bad luck. That's a 4. Unfortunately, that does not hit, buddy. I apologize. Bad luck.
Can we get a mulligan?
I already got my mulligan.
All right. It is now the vine's turn. The final assassin vine is going to reach out. Claudia.
I'm not the punching bag this
Caleb
time.
asks, is it just piercing, slashing, or banishing from melee, or are there others?
This particular version of the assassin vine, being a vine, is resistant to piercing damage. However, it is vulnerable to slashing and fire damage because it's a vine.
And it's grass.
And it's a grass type.
The grass type.
So,
And you're still
Yeah.
poisoned, aren't you?
6 to hit. Claudia, what is your armor class?
Don't
17?
remind him.
Ooh.
Poison doesn't stay. It's just like one thing.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't come back.
Oh, okay.
That is a 9 to hit. The assassin vine reaches out to grab Claudia, and she interposes a dagger between her and her neck and manages to peel it off.
Caleb says he means for all. He doesn't know the game. So I'm guessing he's meaning for the whole
Slashing,
game. Is there
bludgeoning,
slashing and all types of
Okay.
actions there?
For weapon damage, there is slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and piercing from non-magic weapons. Then there's damage that comes from magical sources. There are magical bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
We've gone over this.
Magic damage has fire, ice, lightning, necrotic, psychic, force, poison,
Think Pokemon.
acid.
There you go.
There are quite a number of damage types in Dungeons & Dragons. So, we will go ahead and continue on. The vines missed their attack. It is now Claudia's turn.
Bum, bum, bum.
21 to hit.
21 to hit.
21.
21 definitely hits. What are you using?
Dagger.
Dagger? Go ahead, roll a hit. Roll 1d4. Plus your stealth. 3 plus
18 damage.
11 plus what? That was an 11.
15 damage.
15. 15 damage. All right. This creature is bloodied for a vine.
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
That's not gonna hit.
6 plus dexterity.
13.
13.
He was curious because the game he played only had 3, so this one is more advanced.
13 is the armor class of the Assassin Vine. And since you used slashing damage, it is going to take double damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. He is vulnerable to that, and you manage to cleave through the last remaining Assassin Vine, dealing a total for him of 20 damage. You manage to cut your way through the vines, and you come out safely on the other side. now a pathway carved through here for all of you to safely travel. A little bit worse for wear, a little poisoned, but do you continue?
We're here.
Yeah.
All right,
going.
you continue moving forward.
Check traps.
Check for traps. Give me an investigation check. A 1?
Yeah.
That's a 1. No, you're fine. There's no traps here.
3.
You continue on your way forward, ever vigilant for traps. You're watching the floor. There are no pressure plates here. You're moving along. Keegan,
Yes.
where are you in the marching order?
Well, since these two were ahead and we took off, so I guess that would be me and then James.
So, you a single file line out of 4. Where are you?
I would think 3.
Okay. I'm assuming Claudia's first since she's scouting.
Yep.
So,
and-
Vizard, would you be second in the marching order?
Sounds right.
So Crank would be behind, defending the rear.
Yeah, that's usually where he is.
Claudia, please make a Constitution saving throw for me. Ooh.
What happened?
8.
8. You guys watch as Claudia's walking, her foot catches a little silver wire, and as soon as her foot pulls that, a little dart right to her neck.
Can I dodge that?
Fortunately not. Not for Constitution saves. You will be able to. It's an attack, not a trap. So
Yes, Caleb, it is me at the bottom. He asked if who was at the bottom right. He couldn't tell. He said mine.
6,
Is your face in the camera?
12,
Yeah, I'm in the camera.
7, 19, 20, 21. You take 21 poison damage as a dart laced with assassin vine venom shoots into your neck. 21 that leaves you at 22.
Somebody else got hurt, and it wasn't you.
No.
I'm not jinxing myself.
But just up ahead, you hear the voices becoming louder. You're sure this time, 12, at least 12 goblins, moving rocks and going around.
How low is the ceiling?
It's about, Crank, it's about 7 feet in here.
I got the duck.
Well, they're goblins, so they're short. So I'll crawl onto the ceiling and hold onto the vines and wait.
Spider-Man 'em.
Just-
Caleb,
just-
you have seen me now.
Just hanging there.
All right, so they haven't currently seen you. Do you have a plan of attack? You
I was planning on jumping them, but that's just me.
you see them moving rocks away, and they have just cleared something, and they're all looking at it, trying to figure out what it is. Imagine, please, a T shape. The center, all the way to the top, is made out of wood. On the left side is a curved piece of metal that forms a loop coming back into the T, and on the right side, a piece of iron that comes out to the right and sticks up. It's about a ½ inch thick. But this is the shape you see. And as soon as they approach, you hear this loud. As they move around, the tone and pitch change.
R.I.P. headphone users.
Caleb said drops all items in front of goblins.
Are they paying attention to it or us? Is their back towards us?
Their back is they are currently enraptured with whatever's happening now. They're trying to figure out what they've just found.
So they're not looking at
They're
us.
currently not looking at you. You see no less than 12 goblins.
Well, isn't that fun?
Is she passed out?
She's not passed out, but she's not feeling too hot.
Screw it.
How big area is darkness cover again?
30 feet. It's a radius of 15 feet centered on a point that you choose within range.
But I have night vision, so I can see.
Magical darkness you cannot see through.
Unless you pair it with something like Devil Sight.
True sight and devil sight allows you to see through magical darkness.
I thought that ahead.
Well,
Thank you.
So you're the only one who can see at this point.
If I do that, yeah.
Alright, I relinquish the remainder of my turns to the DM.
All right. I will try to not kill your character. No promises.
Please do not.
Because we would like to continue playing this in the future, and we've got about.
Well, really, when he gets back, we gotta.
Well, I mean, it's 5 right now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it'll
5:12.
be about time.
It'll be about
yeah,
6
we're at
o'clock.
the
time.
3 hour 9 mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's finish this battle, and I guess we'll cut it short today.
We at this point, this is the last combat encounter, and you have one last thing to do. So we should be able to finish within the hour.
Oh, okay.
Cool. We'll finish it up then.
Okay. So they don't. They are about the chamber here is about 40
Kill
feet.
the mic. Kill the mic if you're gonna.
The chamber here is about 40 feet, and they are all huddled around this strange mechanism that's making sound.
I'm gonna try to sneak up behind him and use darkness.
You can do that at range, so you don't have
Oh,
to sneak.
really?
Yes.
Nice.
You will have to move at least. I think it's like 30 range. So I think you have to move 15 feet forward, but you don't have to get right on them.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna try this.
All right, so you're gonna sneak. Give me a dex. Give me a stealth check, please.
Yeah.
Alright, come on.
All right, Thicker.
13 plus,
so turn.
which ones do I have for?
Stealth, dexterity. It's a skill.
So
Say bye,
plus
James.
one,
Caleb says bye, Jamie.
and plus 1, so 15.
15. There are quite a few goblins here, but they are oops. They're not paying attention. Let's see.
I was hoping to limit a surprise.
What was your total?
15.
15. Several of the goblins are just enraptured, but one of them turns around and sees you. Ah! It's a human! It's not a human, it's a tiefling.
I know, but they're not exactly intelligent
And
individuals.
immediately they all whip around. You were prepared to cast darkness. Go ahead. I'm assuming you want to. There's no roll. It's just a spell. You release darkness, and immediately you hear your dozen screams.
Can't see! Mage make blind!
So I need initiatives from everybody.
20.
Plus. That one's what? Proficiency or
Just dexterity.
dexterity?
Just dexterity.
19.
19.
Same. 19.
Keaton got a 19. So 2 19s. Claudia? What'd you get? 22.
We need James's.
Yep, I will roll for him.
You're like the rolling master. Good God.
She tends to roll really well. That's why she's sitting right here so I can watch her. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Vincent, you can turn the mic towards you now.
Oh yeah. I get my
Frank
mic
got
back.
a 5. The goblins. I'm
get my
gonna
mic
roll
back.
a group initiative check for them. That's a 9 plus their
I missed you, my
dexterity.
precious. Hey, when you go with your own mic for months and you got to share, it's like
Dexterity's plus 2. All right, so that is an 11 for the goblins. Kill dead air.
Yeah.
you missed it.
Kyle was.
I named the fly dead air, and I tried to get him. It
You
didn't
rolled
work.
too low.
I rolled too.
You rolled too low.
That was yeah, that was good.
You know the only problem with the darkness thing?
Yeah.
They can't see us, but we can't see them.
So you blinded us too.
No.
You just can't.
Around
It's like you watch as this semicircle, semisphere of darkness, just a dome, and you cannot see through it, and all the goblins are freaking out.
Can't see them. He can't see them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so Alex has to tell y'all where they are.
All right,
Or we
so
just shoot into the darkness.
you can shoot into the darkness, and you will have disadvantage on the strikes. So initiative as it goes is Claudia, Wiesgard, Keegan, the goblins, and then Crank.
Poor Crank. Even when he's not here, he can't roll high.
I know.
All right, so Claudia, what would you like to do?
Shoot into the darkness.
Please make an attack roll with disadvantage. That was a 20, unfortunately. You have to take the lower.
15.
15?
22.
22. All right, so that definitely hits this poor goblin. Go ahead and roll damage.
How many were there? 3?
You heard at least 12.
So there
We're gonna be here for a second.
How many goblins were there? You never stated. You just said there were goblins.
I said you heard at least 12 voices, so there are 12 goblins.
Well, no, there are 11.
Probably.
Is he dead?
How much
20 damage.
There are 11 goblins.
Nailed it.
Bonus action.
Bonus action?
I can't do that. I guess I could throw it.
You could. You'd have disadvantage.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, there's another 20. That's an 8.
15.
15 total. You don't add your proficiency. 8 plus your dexterity.
12.
12. Their armor class is 15. Unfortunately, it just whiffs into the darkness. You're gonna have to go find that later.
Yeah.
All right, so Claudia, that is your turn. You have a bonus action. Oh, you
No,
used
I
your bonus
don't.
action to throw. Keegan, no, I'm sorry. Vizgard, what would you like to do?
I was gonna say, do I get the
Vizgard.
penalty even though I have Devil Sight?
No, you can see through magical darkness, so
Okay.
you can see them perfectly fine.
You lucky bastard.
Let me do the Eldritch Blast.
You have quite a few
Jamie.
other spells that you could cast.
All right.
Jamie just
Oh,
said
yeah.
he still can't roll good.
Poor Jamie. Is he still listening?
Yeah, of course he is.
Which one is that?
This is all our baby. This is all our baby. So if one of us are gone, usually we'll pull it up on our phones or something, and we will watch as we continue doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Trying to think of which one. Which one was Hellish Rebuke?
Hellish Rebuke is a reaction spell that you can take when you take damage,
Huh, well.
and it causes them to
That
take
would have
damage
been
back.
handy like 5 or 6 times thus far.
Armor of Shadows. Was that the weird?
Armor of Agathis?
Armor of Shadows.
Armor of Shadows is the
Invocation?
Eldritch Invocation, yes.
What does that do? You recall? All right, that's not a spell, that's an ability.
Witch Bolt.
You want to cast Witch Bolt on one of
Witch
them?
Bolt.
All right, please make a spell cast roll, so roll a d20. All the way across the table. What was that, Kyle?
That would be a 12, sir.
12. Please add your charisma bonus and your proficiency bonus.
20.
20 total. All right, please roll 1d12. Actually, you are 3rd level. 3 d12s.
Which one else? 12. There you go.
Add those and roll one more.
1, 3,
So 4? Nope.
Oh, wait,
Only
one.
one of those.
11.
11 total?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15. Dust. And unfortunately, you would hold concentration on Witch Bolt, but your target is destroyed. So Witch Bolt is gone, but the goblin is dead. You have one last spell slot that you can use besides a cantrip.
So Caleb said should make a list separating spells and abilities.
Well, I thought we did, but hand me my d12. Red, green.
World.
All right, so that was your action.
By the way, Armor of Shadows is your mage armor that you can cast at will. So it takes you up to 14 armor class instead of 11.
So that could have been handy.
I'm learning.
Keegan, it is your turn. There is a room full of goblins you cannot see.
Yeah,
Still
I
got, what,
noticed.
10 left?
How many arrows do I have?
I believe you're at 48.
Excuse you, sir. I have 58.
Excuse me.
And actually, that's wrong because I used one on the vine.
So
technically, I have 57, but it's about to be 56. So let's go ahead and toss one in there.
please make a ranged attack roll with disadvantage because you cannot see them.
You got a little something right on the other side.
Super glue? Super glue.
Where did super glue come from?
Don't ask.
Oh.
Hot glue, excuse me.
All right, so that's 14 plus my dexterity.
Yes.
So
18?
18.
Plus proficiency?
No, that would be.
Did you roll
17.
twice and take the lowest? Because you have disadvantage?
No, I did not.
Caleb says no rain of arrows.
No. Was that what was that? It rolled again.
It's 11.
What was it?
It's a 1.
Actually, that's a 7.
It was a 1. It
Oh,
rolled,
that is a 7.
It rolled. It was a 1. It rolled to a 7.
It's a 7.
So that's a 17, right?
No, unfortunately not. That is your first shot missed. You have
Rain of
another
arrows
attack.
Actually comes later in the game, by the way. You can actually have rain of arrows, just not yet.
Cordon of
Later in the
Arrows is a
game.
ranger spell, and then there's a hail of arrows as well. You have one more attack you can make, Keegan. You could also decide to spend your action surge.
Well, I'm not going in there. That's dumb.
You can use action
You know
surge
you
for
won't
ranged
to.
attacks as well.
Can I use Firebolt?
If you used action surge, you could cast Firebolt one time, but
Yeah, you know
you
what?
can make
let's-
one more ranged attack and then cast Firebolt if you use action surge.
Action Surge, I can only use once per sleep, right?
Yes.
I'm going to save that for
Okay.
later. But, yeah, I can just... Well, no, I need to use it, don't I? So I can use Firebolt.
Yep.
So, yeah, I will use it.
All right, so go ahead and make your second ranged attack, and then we'll do the Firebolt. Because you get a second ranged attack anyway.
2. 16, so I got the 2.
So the two misses on the bows. Go ahead and roll for Firebolt at disadvantage, please.
Kyle, Caleb says shocked you didn't make a ranger, honestly.
So 10.
10.
10 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
Plus Intelligence is plus 2. So that's 12. Plus Proficiency, that's 15.
I believe the armor class of
Is
the
15.
goblins is 15.
I killed one!
So despite everything, please roll 2d10 for your Firebolt.
That's... Wait, these are it? Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 3 and 6.
3 and 6, so 9. All right, 9.
Well, do I add anything? Or?
You do not add anything to
So-
magic damage.
So that would be 9.
9 total. Bursts into flames. You can't see it, but you heard it die. All right. After After Keegan, it is the goblins' turn. They are going to scatter like roaches and ants out of the cloud of darkness, spending all of their movement to get to the edges. You currently see, 9 goblins left.
And say we all killed one. The only one who hasn't killed one is James.
So you're looking around at these goblins. They all run out. Some of them have little crossbows. Some of them have little short bows. One of them has something else. And he's going to make a ranged attack and hurl a stick of dynamite into the middle of your party. And he does not have disadvantage because he moved out of the sphere of darkness.
crap.
Protection?
What is that called?
Caleb
The
said,
Armor of Shadows?
Caleb said, is James' turn to kill something?
Not until after the goblin.
goblins.
Yeah, after the goblins, it'll be his turn.
After the goblins, then his
So you're
character.
using your armor?
Is that Armor of Shadows that...
Yeah, it'll turn you into a 14.
I would like everybody, because Keegan has not moved, Claudia has not moved, Bizard has moved 15 feet forward. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw from the dynamite that goes off at your feet.
So
And I will make one for Crank, D20. Look for under saving throws and look for dexterity saving throw.
18.
it's plus 3.
Jesus, poor Crank.
That's never good.
You had proficiency with that
All right,
one?
so
Unless
the
you,
roll,
if you are proficient with dexterity saves, you do. If your bubble is bubbled in, you add proficiency. Otherwise, just add what's there in that box.
Oh.
so I just get a 3. I don't have to roll.
You had a 3.
Yeah, according to this, right?
You still have to roll
Okay, well then that's 11 plus.
dexterity. What saving throws plus 3. So yes. So whatever you roll plus 3.
Okay, so that would be 14.
So 14. Okay.
18.
18.
25 and evasion.
Okay. 25 in evasion. Crank rolled a 10. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You should let me roll again.
I tried. I really did.
His
This
character...
character
His character.
Mine's
is
cursed
just
with being
So-
a punching bag, and his is cursed with bad luck.
Claudia, who has evasion as a rogue, dashes behind poor Crank and suffers no damage from the explosion. Keegan, how much? What was your save?
14.
Oh, that's too many. 13, 16, 20, 20 blast force damage.
So I take 20.
You take 20.
So I went from a 60.
Vsguard, what was your save?
18.
18.
40.
What did I say? 20? 20. You take 10 on a successful save.
So I'm at 40 health.
I'm at 12.
That was the first goblin.
Jesus Christ.
He threw a little stick of dynamite. The 8 others are going to disperse attacks amongst you with short bows.
We may not be continuing this one in the future.
Maybe not. We got half an hour. Keegan.
Yeah.
There are 8 goblins left. You're going to take 2 arrow shots.
I am. Not willingly.
That's a 17 plus 4. That is a 22. That is a 6 plus 4. That is a 10. 1 hit from a short bow.
And that is how much damage?
You take 5 piercing damage from the short bow.
So that puts me at 35.
There are 6 left. Vsguard, you're going to take 3.
Ouch.
That is. Turns out you got a little lucky this time. 9 plus 4 plus 5 is 9. 7 plus 4 is 12. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, that is your armor class. And a 12 plus 4. He has to do that during his turn. He didn't. He has to use his action to cast our armor of shadows.
No.
Oh, crap.
Caleb said always always aim for caster, I think is what he was saying.
Always get the squishy one out of the way first. So, you took 2 hits from the 3 that were aimed at you. You take 10 piercing damage from the 2 arrows that come into your flesh. What does that leave you at?
None.
You're unconscious?
Yep.
Vsguard drops again. And
We
then
suck at keeping our healer alive.
I know.
there are 3 left, and they are going after Claudia. That is a 4 plus 4. That does not hit. That is a 5 plus 4. That is a 9. That does not hit. However, that is a 13 plus 4, which is 17, which is your armor class. So that does hit. So you take 5 piercing
See,
damage.
now Jamie's
from one
going
of
to
the
come back.
short
What happened? You left.
Caleb says he prefers using caster though.
Yeah,
Always go for the caster first.
Actually, me and him play a lot of similarities on games.
Yeah, you and Caleb both do.
All right, so that was their rounds of attack. It is now Crank's turn.
For another dirt now.
Time for another one.
Crank has never been more furious in his entire life.
You want me to roll?
I will roll.
Yeah, let her roll.
Jamie, text Kyle and ask if it's okay if another player takes control of his character.
You could tell in chat too.
That's fine too.
Oh, Caleb said time for another dirt nap.
I want another one. I want another one. Copyright again. Na, na, na.
And demonetized.
We're not monetized to start with.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to lose.
Did we get a response?
And
Not.
technically, if you sing
All right.
this,
So in
probably
the
busy.
meantime, I will hold control of Crank.
Okay.
He's going to a.
He needs that.
I'm sure he does. He is going to go into a frenzied rage, and he's going to make 2 attacks. He's going to rush in and make 2 attacks against the goblins. So the first one he's going to do is reckless attack and gives himself advantage. That is a 12 to start. He has advantage. 12 plus his strength of 5 is 17 plus 3 is an unnatural 20. He's going to roll his d12 right here. That's an 8. We're getting you. 8 plus his strength of 5 is a 12. 13. 13 damage. Right bisects one of the goblins right down the middle. Top half falls off as the legs stand for another second longer. He goes,
Jamie just asked how he's doing. Anybody want to?
he's not dead yet. He's doing pretty good so far.
Alex is down again.
Alex is down again. The second strike, the first roll was a 7. He has advantage. And he got a 16 plus 5 is a 21 plus 3 is an unnatural 24. The second strike on the second goblin. It's a 4 plus 5, 9. The second goblin right down the middle. 2 more down from the total.
That's bad. The DM's doing better than he did with it.
I
My
really
mic is
think
on.
Jamie has bad luck with dice.
Yeah.
Jamie, my mic is on.
Man, I'm just a punching bag.
7.
I need to go
Alright.
for something with like really high health point next time.
You gotta stay in the back as a caster.
There are 7 goblins remaining. It is now Claudia's turn. What would Claudia like to do?
Shoot the guy with the dynamite. Duh.
All right.
I think next time I'm going to go behind him.
That's an
and
18.
use him as a shield.
25.
25 definitely hits. Please roll damage.
Kill him, kill him.
She got quiet. I don't like that.
23 damage.
23 damage.
I was worried for a minute.
I have something I want you to do.
Uh-huh.
Please roll these two.
Caleb said yes, always stay back.
There's a
unless I beg them.
36 on the percentile. So here's what happens. You loose your arrow, and it hits the satchel of dynamite.
Oh.
Oh no.
And it goes up immediately.
What have you done?
It's a good thing Crank was on the other side of the room. However, the 5 goblins that are nearby are not about to have a good day.
Oh. All right.
I think he just did some random typing.
There are 2 goblins remaining. That is 3 6s, 3 5s, and a single 1.
Ouch.
They are immediately vaporized from the explosion. So, 2 goblins remain. The dynamite gone. Vsguard, it's your turn. You're unconscious.
Bonus action.
Oh, I'm sorry. What would you like to do as your bonus action?
Bonus action. Throw a dagger.
Throw a dagger at one of the other goblins? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 5. Plus dexterity.
12.
12 does not hit. Vsguard,
I thought I had a bonus
please
action.
roll that d20 and tell me what you get. Don't roll a
Come
1.
on, do a 20. Please do a 20. For once, do a 20.
1. 1.
20.
Dang it.
What is it?
13.
We'll take it.
As far as death saves are concerned, anything above a 10 is a success. So you have 1 successful death saving throw.
And I need what, 3?
You need 3 to fall stable. You are no longer dying. So you currently have to continue making death saves. But however, that is the end of your turn. Keegan, what are you doing?
I'm sitting here. Don't scare me like that.
You
God.
physically jumped.
Okay. How many are left?
2.
I have arrows. So am I still at a disadvantage? But they're not.
They are in the ring of darkness. You actually can see them. So you do not have disadvantage.
Because he died. I mean, because he fell unconscious.
Oh yeah. Vsguard going unconscious immediately drops concentration on darkness, and everybody can see in the room perfectly fine again.
So you going down made it easy for us.
Hey, I helped take out 3.
No, she took
Yeah, she took out more, but you know.
8 plus. That's dexterity, right?
Yep.
So plus 3. So that's 9, 10, 11. Do I have proficiency? I do.
Proficiency in yes. As a
So it'd be
strike.
14.
14 does not hit. 15 is the armor class.
Damn it.
So please roll
Again. 12.
12 plus.
Yeah, so 12 plus dexterity, which is 3, so 15 plus 3 more.
18.
Yeah,
That definitely
18.
hits. So please roll 1d8 and add your dexterity bonus to it.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm still learning the die.
That is an 8 on the d8. Please roll. Add your dexterity to that, please.
That's plus 3, so
11.
11, yeah.
11 damage. Dead.
Good.
1 goblin left, and you know you don't have your action surge anymore. You used it on a firebolt, which proved effective.
Yeah.
So after Keegan is the single goblin's turn. You'll never take me alive! And he rushes over to Beesguard and is going to stab his corpse.
Damn, I am the punching bag.
Protection.
You are not within 5 feet of Beesguard, unfortunately. That is a 4. You are prone, so he has advantage. That's a 16. That will hit you. And the way you are unconscious. So that means any hits against you are criticals.
Ouch.
You fail immediately 2 death saves. It's a good thing you have 1 success, or that would have been the end of you.
That was close.
So, it is Crank's turn.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Crank angry! And is going to charge the last goblin. Here's for you.
Save Fluffy.
So that's a 17. That'll hit.
That'll work. We'll take it.
D12.
That'll do, donkey.
That's a 6 plus 5, 11. Gallagher smashes over the head. Goblin bits go everywhere.
You lived.
barely.
We are now out of initiative.
Can we loot his body?
We are now out of initiative. How fast do you want to get to Vsguard?
Well, we need to heal him.
He's unconscious. You have 6 seconds to figure this out.
Stabilizing.
Roll a medicine check, please. That's an 11. That's good enough. You are stabilized. You are no longer dying. However, you are still at 0. You cannot come to consciousness until that is rectified.
Yeah, you could pickpocket me for one of my potions.
I was just thinking the same thing. Can I take a
Rather-
potion from him and give it to him?
You know where he keeps them. You can definitely take one of his potions. if you
Fine,
want
I
to.
take one of his potions and I shove it in his mouth like I did last time.
That is a 2d4 plus 2 healing. Please roll that, Keegan.
So I need what?
2d4, the tiny pyramids. Roll 2 of those.
Here.
It's his potion. 3.
3 total, plus 2, 5.
Mhm.
You heal. You have 5 HP. You are no longer unconscious.
Better than dead.
Caleb said, "It's alive."
Alive. Now you're in an empty room. You also see behind this strange structure that the goblins were tinkering with another, what appears to be a door that has writing on it in front of it.
Well,
Jamie
What languages
said-
do you speak?
Jamie says, "Surprise! Alex is down again."
no, he's back. He
Yeah,
is back
yeah.
up, and we have him healed up to
I've got
5.
comprehend
Elvish?
languages.
Does anyone else read or speak English? Elvish?
Yeah, the elf.
The elf. All of you speak. Crank doesn't speak Elvish, but all of you.
I speak Elvish.
You
and
all look at this stone wall that has carvings in it, and a very simple phrase is carved into the stone.
Morlock. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sing ye the song of the sea.
I have history.
Bum, 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 bum.
Give me, everyone give me an intelligence check, please. Crank, I will roll one for you. Good luck. That is a 5. Sorry. That is a 5 for Crank.
I have a 5 for myself. So apparently I don't know this one.
13.
13. Vsguard, Claudia, when you entered this temple, this ruin, there was a song that was played. Do you remember what that was?
God, high intelligence, not memory.
Intelligence is used to recall information. What was your two rolls?
16.
16?
You have 13.
16 and 13? You feel pretty confident you remember it. But do either of you sing it out loud?
Sure.
Nothing happens. As do you inspect the
I know.
So
Play that
Caleb,
thing.
you're gonna go up to the
Caleb
structure in the middle?
said something, but I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. But it's either is Elvish for the Forest of Flames.
Nope.
How to pronounce it?
For Through the Fire and the Flames
Just
by
random.
in Elvish.
Oh, he said it's just random facts.
Oh.
I was funny.
So you feel pretty confident that you recall the song. Do you approach the thing in the middle of the
I
room?
tell the guy with 20 charisma to get over there. The really pretty guy in the room to get over here and play this.
You haven't seen
Pretty
it.
guy.
You have not seen an instrument
you have
like
20
this
charisma.
before, but as you investigate, give me an investigation roll, actually,
Charismatic person.
with advantage.
5.
With advantage, roll it again and take the higher.
5.
I love how you've set this up and we've done nothing but fuck it up since we've gotten here.
This is D&D. I was ready for this.
Okay.
So, turns out you're no good with any musical instruments whatsoever.
Okay.
Good to know.
Surprise.
I know, right?
Give me an
I'll
investigation check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You spend some time with it and you determine that the coil of wire on the left side is pitch and volume.
It's one of them
The closer
things.
you bring your hand to it, the lower the tone and the volume becomes. When you touch it, it stops entirely. You determine that the right side, if you have this piece of metal that is horizontal and then vertical, placing your hand anywhere in between what would be a grid there, moving changes the tone that is played.
What's the name of that instrument?
I know, I was just thinking that.
That's what crossed my mind.
It's called a theremin.
Thurman.
It's sad that you know the answer.
So you get that much and you feel pretty confident that you could replicate the sound. Please make a performance check. With disadvantages, you have never played this instrument before. Oh, 7 out of 14. What's the total? Charisma? No provision. 10. Because you remember the song, 10 was the DC. You play
That's
that.
the song to see.
That's the song that you heard.
Like the song of the Confederates.
That's the song you heard.
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to point it out, but okay, we're going with that.
We will. I will reveal the song after the stream, so I don't get copyright struck.
Okay.
So
Oh gosh.
you
We're
you
going
mimic
into
the
World
sound,
War.
and immediately the stone wall behind cracks open, and there are 3 pedestals as the doors slide aside. There are 3 pedestals in this room. One pedestal holds a rather sharp-looking blade. The second, a bow made with the string of that appears to be pure silver. Third, you see what appears to be a single hand axe that has gold along the handle and gemstones embedded in the side of the blade.
Well, I opened it, so I gave her a call.
Jamie said
I'm going for the axe.
Jamie said it's okay for him to hum a song and say what it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That is
Copyright's not that strict.
the old sea shanty, roll the old chariot along.
It is. Holy crap.
And then Caleb said American Dad thing.
Nope. All right, so
What's that sword?
the sword, you rush over to the sword and pick it up.
No, I don't pick it up. Is it a sword? Is it a dagger?
Appears to be a short sword.
I'm going for the hatchet.
Short sword?
It's actually a pretty hefty axe. It's a single one-handed axe, but the head is actually quite large. Pretty heavy.
I think James needs that.
Hmm.
I'll definitely take the bow, though.
You're gonna take the bow.
Why not?
You also see a chest in the far side of the room.
I go
Go for
inspect
that
the chest.
You can have the short sword.
So you see the sword, you're like, and then you see the chest, and just let it clatter to the door, and you run over to the chest. You throw the chest open.
No.
I'm still going for the bow.
No.
I'm going for the
Wait,
bow.
Before they do this, I
Uh-huh.
want to throw a ball bearing at the chest.
Jamie said, see, nobody would know what it is anyway.
You see this coming from a very skilled player. You throw a ball bearing at the chest in the room.
You have one?
Yeah.
Wow.
It comes as
Dungeoneer's pack.
yep, Dungeoneer's pack ball bearings.
Everybody has ball bearings.
Oh, well, this is news to me.
I apologize. Well, a couple things happen at
You also have
once.
50-foot rope.
A couple things happen at once as she throws the ball bearing to the chest. Inexplicably, oddly, the ball bearing sticks to it. And then the chest opens, revealing rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth.
Can I shoot it now?
There was a mimic in this room. I need initiative from everybody.
9.
And bad stuff is going to be happening.
Which is sad because we're coming up on the marker.
Yep. We're at
12 minutes. This
3:44.
will be done before then.
All right, I have I rolled a 16.
16?
Plus six.
Okay. Claudia.
Step forward.
Claudia, you're going to go first.
Yep.
The mimic is going to go last if he even gets to go. Claudia, what would you like to do?
Shoot it.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Shoot him! Shoot him!
25.
He has not gone in a turn in combat.
Uh, 44 damage.
44 damage, is that right?
Yes.
When it's
That's what I figured. Keegan is. Oh, you have a bonus action. No,
She's like, hold up.
I'm not done with
Hold
you.
up.
She's like, I have not thrown my dagger yet.
18?
18 definitely hits. Please roll 1d4.
5 damage.
Keegan, it is your turn. What would you like to do as this chest comes alive and bares its teeth at you?
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
I had a Harry Potter moment, and I was like, close the strap, but no. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to shoot it.
Please roll a bow shot. That is a d20 plus your dexterity plus proficiency. That is a 1. Please roll again as your second strike. 15 plus dexterity plus proficiency. I believe that would put you at a what?
21.
21 definitely hits. Please roll damage. That is 1d8 plus your dexterity. Bonus. That is an 8 on the d8.
8 plus dexterity?
Yes.
So that's 3, so that's 11. 11.
This poor mimic. Never had a chance. As soon as it wakes up to see that its chamber has been violated and unsealed and goes after some living flesh for its first meal, shot multiple times and killed and slain on the spot, and its hinged jaw opens up, revealing quite a lot
I
of
got my dagger,
okay.
and I loot it.
There's quite a lot of shiny silver and gold pieces inside this mimic.
Grab some.
So, as you all loot, to summarize within 10 minutes, because it'll be 6 o'clock, the sword is a +2 sword. It is a simple enchantment sword. That,
Maybe your sword.
or yeah, whoever wants to take a short sword.
I'll take it.
Couldn't say that's more up your alley.
Okay. The short sword, in addition to all the things you add to rolling to attack with it, which would be your strength and your proficiency, you would also add +2 for its own enchantment. So, and if you manage to hit, you also add 2 to the damage.
So it would be a sword +2.
Yes, +2 sword. The bow is also a +2 bow. Does the exact same thing. The axe is a +2 axe. All very well made and all enchanted. Within the chest, you find 550 gold pieces.
She's like, I'm not sharing either.
Immediately into the bag of holding. There's no gold. What are you talking about?
All right, so I guess we'll give the axe to James's character, which would be what, so that way he can put it down.
Crank. +2 axe. I will write that on your sheet.
Where's his equipment?
Right here. Equipment.
So I got the silver string bow. +2.
To short sword.
Hey, you know, if it was Minecraft, you could go and chant it to rename it.
I'm working on that. Give me a minute.
You can.
You just
So-
need some iron.
We are coming to the end of a pretty decently sized one shot. How's everybody feeling?
Honestly,
I'm
feeling
loving it.
pretty good.
I'm loving it.
This is a lot of fun. This is definitely something we'll do again if if the chat really wants us to play a second episode. I would love to continue this story, and due to the fact that we have it saved, that means we can watch it and know every little detail before we go live again, and we'll be able to pick it up and people can watch in order if they want to. Or
What's gonna be funny is him hearing his voice back through.
yeah, the first
With
time
me
you hear your
tweaking
voice
the
back-
audio.
So, chat's kind of going. Vapor Wolf said, "This is lovely." Vapor Wolf also said, "Yes, I want in on the next one." Caleb said, "Yes, next week." And Jamie just said, "Violate his chamber."
We're gonna need a bigger table.
I'm cool with, I like doing what I was doing today. This was really fun.
Well, it's one of those things. So I think we're gonna go ahead and kind of kill it here. Is that cool?
Yeah, with the nature of my schedule, we don't really know when this will happen again.
Exactly.
So it'll be a surprise like this one was.
Yeah, and we originally talked, and this will be the podcast part of the show, so I guess we'll end it with all of this. But you contacted me immediately after last week's show and was like, "Oh, I'm going to be in town. We so got to do this and just go ahead and get it out there." I'm so glad that you did this because this is by far one of the coolest things I think as a show that we've ever done. So I would love to do more of this. I know I personally would.
Be a good one for like a Sunday evening.
Something like that, so that way we can have a filler just whenever you've got time. Maybe we can shoot and we can record the rest of the episodes or something to that nature. Who knows? And we can turn it into a little mini series for our show. If you are new here, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button and be able to keep up with this crazy adventure that Tommy has written out for us, which is insane and a lot of fun.
Yep.
Also, if you'd like to catch up with us and maybe catch our live show, definitely hit that bell icon so that way you get notifications every time we go live. We go live somewhere around Friday around 1-ish usually.
1 to 2.
Somewhere in that vicinity, so definitely hit that bell icon. Please comment down below. How do you think this is going to end? How do you think that this is going to turn out? I mean,
how many more times is my character going to freaking die?
I tried so hard. I really did. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jamie said thank you.
Yes, definitely, Tommy. Thank both of you, actually. This has been a lot of fun, and you brought this to us. I've never played this before. For those that didn't see last week's episode, maybe you're new here and you don't know. I've never played D&D, ever. I've never played a tabletop game before. Not like this, anyway, that wasn't like Chutes and Ladders, Scrabble, Monopoly, something to that nature.
I played with Tommy and y'all before, so.
So you've actually played
Yes, I played with them before. Me and Alex and some other people, we played with another Dungeon Master and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, the guy that did the wheel.
Yeah, the one that I made mad.
No names.
No names.
No, I don't remember his name anyway.
No.
Oh, that's good.
I don't either.
But anyway, I mean, this is definitely something that I really would love for us to repeat or at least continue the story, because this is by far one of the best times to do a cliffhanger, and I definitely love the idea of that. So let us know your schedule, and we will reset the tables up like this again, and we'll definitely do this again if y'all have the time and y'all would like to join us again, because this was a lot of fun, man.
I'm glad everybody had fun. That's the goal of D&D.
Hopefully
man.
next time with a few more mics.
Yeah, we'll fix this scenario in the future. It's just one of those things where right now things are kind of iffy. Speaking of which, if you'd like to help us with that, please go check out our Patreon. We still haven't set that up. We say this every week. But I know it's set up, but we don't have it to where like people can gain something from it yet. We haven't gotten to that point yet. As well as make sure you tell your friends if they like D&D and maybe they think this would be fun for them to watch, or maybe even get ideas from Tommy for maybe one of their future raids. That would be awesome. So definitely want to check us out. We'd love to see you guys again. I'm Kyle the Irishman Morrow.
Alex Fatman Gregory.
Big boy.
Healthy.
DM.
DM. And we appreciate you guys. We will see you guys next week, Friday, somewhere around 1-ish. Please do not forget to
like,
share,
and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
ready for a showdown. Keep it on the low now. We about to pop like a bottle. Everybody knows that we're going full throttle. Drinking alcohol, yeah, straight from the nozzle. End of the night, end up horizontal. They know they want something more. They know they want something more. They've never heard us before. They've never heard us before. A sound that's hard to ignore. A sound that's hard to ignore. It's time to even the score. Everybody like we hate. Everybody like we hate. Rock and roll and the lay. Rock and roll and the lay. Hitting at the crazy. Hitting at the crazy. Everybody like we hate. Everybody like we hate. Let's go, yeah, we going off on a Tuesday. Gotta go all out to the new day. Turn it up so loud, what you say? Got the whole place filled out like a Zoom-mate. Her parents told me not to stay out too late, but when I clean up, pick her up already too late. Where we headed now? Yes, too great. Party down south, get ready for a new stage. They know they want something more. They know they want something more. They've never heard us before. They've never heard us before. A sound that's hard to ignore. A sound that's hard to ignore. It's time to even the score. Everybody like we hate. Everybody like we hate. Rock and roll.